since I'm doing the other hangouts, I'm not on the other one, so it ain't gonna be no sound effects. It's different. So
basically, what are you live streaming just a Google video call? It's not like a
yeah. I'm on the Google video call, but I'm live streaming through OBS.
Okay.
OBS.
I have a ton of delay when I use that. I don't know if maybe I put my settings too high.
I did one today to test it out, and basically it was fine. It was fine, and I think we are live. Yes, we are. Okay, let me go ahead and get back and hold on. There we go. Put this on full screen. Hold on. Full screen. Okay. Okay, then we're live. Let me make sure that I'm live. Let me make sure. Okay, we got 9 people watching right now, so we are live.
All right, let's go.
All right, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Real Gamer 27, and once again, thank you for joining the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. As y'all can see here, we have a lot of guests tonight, a shitload of guests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God damn, man, it's a lot of y'all. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. You got a lot of Nintendo stuff, lots of stuff to talk about. Probably, put a little PlayStation stuff in there, but majority it's gonna be Nintendo. So we gonna have to hear them get started because there's a lot of us, and I'm gonna go ahead and skip. Let's go ahead and go to the intros, man. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself, Mr. Terminator Juice. It's been a while since you've been on my podcast. So welcome back to the show. And once again, everybody, I told y'all I was gonna have another special guest on my podcast this week. So hey, every week I'm trying to have somebody special. So go ahead and do your intro, Terminator.
All right, man. What's up? It's Terminator Juice, and yeah, I don't think it was called Real Talk when I was on before. It's
no, actually, ZenGamer gave me that name.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good to be back. Checked out your show, your podcast when Meza T was on, and then I was like, man, that's a pretty good discussion. So glad you invited me. I'm happy to be here. So let's get it going.
All right. I would give you a hand clap, but I'm not using that format, so I could just give you a clap myself. Yeah, welcome back. All right, so I guess my stream is doing decently. I'm not having no hiccups, so cool. Okay, let's go and go with the usual suspects. Let's go with you, Alex.
What's up, everyone? ActivesiN here. Yeah, I'm late. Deal with it. It happens once in a while, okay? Calm down.
Oh, no, it happens every week. Every week with you.
Stuff. It happens once in a while. Once in a blue moon.
Here, man. Every week. Once every week.
Rare. But yeah, how you guys like the new setup Real's got here? We're tweaking it last night, trying to get it working. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, we'll be talking about I don't even know what the topics are because I'm so fucking late. But
yeah,
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Congratulations. See, if I had the Google effects, I would have gave you the crickets. So oh well, I'll still give you the hand clap. Whatever. All right. Let's go with you, Mister Squidward. Squidward. Gamer Nick.
Anyway. This is Nick from Gamer Incorporated here for another episode of Real Talk with the Real Gamer. And hey, it's nice to not be the only white guy in the chat this time.
Oh, damn. Affirmative action. What you trying to say, Gamer Nick? You the affirmative action or something? Is that what you trying to say?
Wait, I am the Owen Hart of this nation's domination.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. You are the only white person, ain't you?
I didn't think so.
Oh, dude, I didn't even know you was the only white person. I guess I need a. Then what is? Oh, that's right, Alex. You're
real.
Okay, Alex. You're Indian, so I thought you was okay. Never mind. You could pass for a black man. Somebody thought you was black. But okay, let's go.
People on YouTube think that.
All right, let's go.
I guess in America, all you guys think there's only white and black people. You guys are hilarious. See, now you finally understand America, because that's really how a lot of people think.
Yeah. All right, let's go with you. Let's go with you, Jay.
Hey everybody, this is Jay Dallins, the Protagonist Gamer. Just happy to be here again for another podcast.
All right, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let's go with you, Dirty.
Yeah, what's up, people? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dirty. We back in another podcast.
All right, cool. That's half of y'all. Let's go with your retro, bro.
What is going on, everybody?
Crickets, 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 crickets. Is that it?
The live.
That's gonna be...
Is that it?
Nah, it's just hilarious. I had to do the Obi-Wan just once.
Oh my God, where's my crickets at? All right.
It's too fired. They don't want to commit.
Okay. All right, let's go with you, Sinister.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Sinister Tari here, back once again, and just get to discussing.
All right. Let's go with you, Mr. George. You there, George?
What is up, everybody? This is
What?
Oh man, I'm back, and I can't wait to talk about the Nintendo Switch, which we have a presentation.
Ooh, man, you need probably try to fix your sound, man. You bodding and you're going in and out with your sound. All right, I guess as the what's up? What's up? I guess as he trying to fix his audio issue, let's go. No, we got everybody. You already did yours, Terminator Juice. All right, we got some stuff we're gonna talk about tonight. Talk about Uncharted 4 basically did a milestone. They basically outsold every Uncharted game that came out. They are currently at 8.7 million software that's sold, if we include the bundles, but it hasn't even been a year yet, and it's basically selling like hotcakes still. What else we gonna talk about? We gonna talk about some Nintendo Switch. Talk about the Legend of Zelda day one. That's what a lot of people saying. They saying it's gonna be day one in America and Japan. We don't know about Europe. What else we gonna talk about? We gonna talk about the predictions. We're gonna give our predictions for the Switch reveal or presentation for next week. So let's go and get started, and let's just go ahead. Oh yeah, it was another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the PlayStation 4 lineup versus Xbox One for 2017. So let's go ahead and scan through this, and let's get the little stuff out the way before we get to the Nintendo. That's gonna be our meat and potatoes for this podcast. So y'all know me. We talk about everything on this channel. So let's go ahead and start with the PlayStation 4 lineup versus the Xbox One lineup for 2017, and what do y'all think about it? Compare it. Do you think Xbox need to come with it? Do you think Sony needs to come with it? Let's go and start with you, Alex. What you think, man, for 2017?
2017 looks really strong for Echo.
Not me.
Echo.
It's coming through Real Gamer. You got some
Yeah,
speakers.
real turn speakers off. But anyways, 2017 is really strong for Sony. This is finally the year where they're starting to put games out. It seems like their first quarter of the year is looking amazing, and of course the top of the heat for them for this first quarter obviously is Horizon. But they got a lot of stuff for the first 4 months. It's kind of crazy. There's almost too many exclusives from Sony, and then you look at Microsoft's side. I think it's just Halo Wars 2, and then of course the multi-plat. So
What about Scalebound? Is that
Scalebound's still not confirmed when it's coming out yet.
Same with Cuphead.
Cuphead is I think they said May for Cuphead now.
I think it's third.
It's around summertime for Cuphead.
Yeah.
But yeah, first quarter definitely Sony has got it going on, and of course Nintendo, since they're gonna have their new consoles, so they're gonna have a lot of shit. I think Nintendo technically will have the best launch around that time because they'll have the most games available at that time, but simply because they have a new console. But other than that, Sony definitely way better than Microsoft right now. It's crazy. Microsoft, they're doing a really bad job with exclusives recently. I don't know what's going on over there.
Okay, is that all you got on that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, what about you, Nick?
Shit, I don't know what games are coming out for either system.
I'll get
shit, Sony's sounding pretty good, I guess. Horizon's like the really only game I'm looking forward to. I really don't have a PS4 right now, so I don't know if I'll play it or not, but...
Alright, well, if you want the list, February is Neo, April is Persona 5, January is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yakuza 0 this month, too.
And Resident Evil 7, January, and, well, these are all multi-plat, so these don't...
Gravity Rush 2?
Kingdom Hearts 2.8, where the fuck is Kingdom Hearts 3? Stop working on these
That's never coming out, man. That's like 2020.
I know, I'm thinking, like, stop working on these freaking, like, 0.8s or whatever, and just work on 3.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean...
I know, 3 needs to come out already.
It's like...
It's getting ridiculous.
doing everything you can to make sure the game doesn't come out. But let's work on other versions of this
They
game.
keep making all these stupid side games, and people keep buying them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, stop it. Make the new one or finish the new one. I don't know. So it's not looking too good for Microsoft. I guess like they're gonna be spending most of their year with the Scorpio. And
Like the first thing they said was this is the year of Scorpio. It's like, motherfucker, we're the games. We care.
But titty flops. Like, get the fuck out of here. Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We know Sony's got, but hopefully, like, this is like at least encouraging Nintendo to bring it because like they need to do this. And Microsoft, I don't know. I think they're just gonna slowly turn into a PC company, and they're just like.
They definitely are.
So.
Phil Spencer's very clear.
Whatever, if there's games that come out for the system that I want to play, I'll buy it, whatever, but stuff like that. Other than that, I really just don't care anymore.
Okay, that's all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Jay? You there, Jay?
Muted.
Oh, he's muted. All right, I guess let's go with you, Dirty.
I think got a good lineup for this year. So I'm definitely looking for Horizon come out next month, February. I think it is. So they kicking it off with that. So I mean they doing well. Microsoft just got to pick up some more exclusives. You know, hopefully they will. I'm not sure, but Halo Wars 2, I'm really not interested in that one. I'll be buying more games on the PlayStation than Xbox.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. Is that all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to you, Jay.
Talk about Microsoft and exclusives?
Well, just talk about the 2017 year, you know, I guess between Xbox and PlayStation, their exclusives. What do you think about it?
Man, granted, Microsoft didn't have a lot of exclusives. They had the best fucking deals I've ever seen in my life, dude.
That is true.
And the free games and the true backwards compatibility.
Yes.
I mean, granted, they had a lot of backwards compatibility, no exclusives. Look what Sony did. They did a ton of fucking remasters. I mean, I have like half of them. And Microsoft did true backwards compatibility, but they also give you free backwards compatibility games, plus you get some other free games as well. So, granted, Sony, they got their exclusivity, but they did so many goddamn remasters. I think the remaster trumps the exclusivity. So, and Microsoft had the better deals. It was a rough year to just say Sony is the ultimate winner. Sony did a lot of shady shit in 2016. I gotta give it to Microsoft for this one.
For 2017?
I'm sorry, 2016.
No, I'm talking about 2017.
Hey, let me get used to it, all right?
If you think about the current lineup that's coming around the corner.
I know.
You silly.
No,
man.
but Microsoft wins, man. Microsoft, hands down, they had the best year ever. I don't even give a fuck about the lack of exclusivity. I mean, at least you guys got Corner.
So basically, what you're saying is,
That's not what we were talking about, though.
no,
we were talking about the lineup of 2017.
Like your opinion would be valid if we were talking about 2016 for all the consoles.
Yeah.
We're talking about what's coming around the corner for 2017 lineup for quarter one.
Oh, my bad. Well, I don't know. It's too early to judge, man. It's too early.
Oh, Jay, don't be listening to what nobody say when we talking to podcast exposed.
Dude, it's too early to judge about exclusivity. Like, with Microsoft, it's too early. With Sony, it's too early. I mean, somebody can pull a rabbit out of the hat anytime now.
well, only thing I can say, it looks better. It looks better on Sony's side because they got a lot of exclusives coming out this year that we know about. We've been knowing about Scalebound for a while. We've been knowing about Cuphead for a while. Sea of Thieves. Like, we've been knowing about this stuff for almost 2 years, and we don't know when this stuff coming out. You know,
we don't see it here. I mean, Microsoft did not reveal all until they wanted to. I mean, they pretty much made that known, but when they do reveal stuff, you guys are all shocked and everybody's lining up to buy them.
No, the thing with Microsoft is they announce stuff at E3 that you'll play that year at holiday time. The problem is they don't have anything between January and September.
No
That's
one
the
does.
problem.
I mean, right
Yes,
now,
they do. Sony does.
well, Sony does, right? We got the Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nintendo
Nintendo will do a Switch.
Nintendo's first half of the year for the Wii U was really good. They had like 4 exclusives come out in the first half of the year. Then the second half was trash.
Yeah,
Well, this train is a chump. They gave up because I got the win. Now I'm not going to give them points, and this was a ranked match. I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just gonna jump in as someone who just recently got the PS4 just over a month ago. I think just the January February lineup alone is better than what I know for the Xbox One for 2017. I mean, I got Gravity Rush 2 pre-ordered, Horizon pre-ordered. Then isn't Nier Automata?
Yeah, Nier's coming out first quarter as well.
That looks really good.
And then what's the other one? The Neo? What?
Neo?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah.
That looks badass.
Yeah, I don't know really, what's beyond that for Sony, but for me, I'm pretty excited that I got the system when I did because there's some pretty good games just in the first 3-4 months coming out here. So as far as Xbox One, other than in Scalebound, I think they already confirmed, isn't that coming to Windows 10 too?
Yes.
Yep.
So, I mean, their whole idea of exclusive has changed, so I got a PC, so I don't really have to worry about it. But I think Sony's coming out the gate strong. We'll see how, if like God of War and the other games, like Spider-Man and stuff, can make it out in 2017 or not. And what's Days Gone, they're supposed to. Uncharted 4 was supposed to be 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
apparently they said with God of War, you can play it from start to finish already.
Yeah, that scares me, man.
So it's a huge possibility of coming out this year.
That scares me, man. They announced that way too early.
They've been working on it for at least
they
6
got
years.
the general games there. It's just they got probably bug testing and adding stuff on top of it. So the main structure's there from beginning to end. And then they're probably going to spend the next year working on cutscenes.
Yeah, I don't want the whole game. God of War has always released an entire game.
To cut y'all off, is there an echo? Is there an echo in here? The chat said there's an echo.
No.
Y'all hear an echo?
I don't hear one.
I can't hear one.
I don't hear none. Okay. Well, I don't hear none, so I guess. Oh, somebody says a slight echo, so I hope it just, whatever. Continue.
But yeah, I think Sony for sure has got, the first quarter of 2017, it's not even a competition.
But ain't the Crash Bandicoot Insane Collection coming out this year too? That's what they said. A remake.
I think it's a remake, basically.
Yeah.
It's not. They're basically copying, but it's all.
I think that's quarter 2.
Like that right there got me to get very excited.
Built from the ground up, though. That's a good deal. I think it's only like $30 or something.
Yeah, I think so. And don't forget Parappa the Rapper. So they basically brought back a lot of my childhood favorites, man. And plus these other games that I'm really interested in, like Neo, Nier. I want to try out that Yukozo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Yukozo? Yukozo. Okay. Yukozo 0.
You never heard of the Yakuza before?
No, the game looks fun. I saw all the trailers. It looks fun. So that's coming out. So I'm most definitely gonna get that, man. Like I'm really happy to be a PlayStation gamer. I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy. Like I said, y'all know me. If you've been following me, I go to games already from Nintendo and Xbox. If I ain't happy with Microsoft, I'm gonna say. If I ain't happy with Nintendo, I'm gonna say. If I ain't happy with Sony, I'm gonna say. I say it all the time. But right now, Sony looks very promising for 2017. Sony and Nintendo looks very promising for me. But with Microsoft, only Scalebound Cuphead is the only games that I'm interested in. Everything else is mediocre to me. Never cared for the Halo, Halo Wars. State of Decay, don't really care for it. Sea of Thieves looks, I know it's a rare title. It just does. I don't know. It just does not cater to me. That's why.
That game looks like it'll be fun for like 2 hours.
Exactly.
That just looks like something I just don't want to play at all. That's just basically what I'm saying, man.
That looks like a let's play, like streaming, like a big.
Yeah, it looks like something you stream with your friends for like one time and then you're just done.
Yeah.
I don't know. We know Forza 7's coming. We already said that, so it's like that's 3 fucking Forza games in one generation. That's fucking crazy.
So is there still Neko in the chat?
That's gonna be the 4th one.
It'll be the third Motorsport.
Yeah, 3rd Motorsport, and then we have Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 3. So that's what you got 5. Holy shit.
Yeah, I love Forza Horizon 3.
Okay. All right, let's go with you, Dirty. Let's go with you so we go and finish this topic. What you think about the PS4 and Xbox lineup for this year?
I believe that really the PlayStation 4 is clearly the favorite in the first quarter. But let's be honest, the first quarter is clearly the PlayStation and Nintendo's, because Nintendo has Zelda possibly, and so many other games that have not been announced during this first quarter. And Sony has Horizon, which is just a beautiful looking game. I know Xbox has Scalebound, but really that's really it. Now, me myself, I'm not really interested in the Halo Wars series when it was on Xbox 360. Didn't really get it, so I'm not really interested in it. But since there's nothing else probably on Xbox, I'll probably get it. But clearly, the PlayStation 4 is the favorite during this whole quarter one.
What's bad about this and what's so funny, like Sony has been tripping and lacking the exclusives, and they even said that it's gonna be sparse for a couple of years, and it's still so well. Like it was selling PS2 level, and now they got exclusives. They got all these games coming out, and you never know. It might be a record year for Sony. That's what I'm thinking.
Marketing. It already has started off as a record year, because I don't know if you guys have heard, but the PlayStation 4 sold 6.2 million units during the holiday season alone. So
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
6.2 million just the holiday season. So it's like this is gonna be a huge year, especially this is really Sony's real year that I believe that they're finally living up to the hype that they started. I think it started off with Uncharted, and now they're just taking the momentum with Horizon.
Oh, okay.
Horizon, God of War, Last of Us 2, those are fucking killer app games.
Yeah, like that's the problem with Microsoft. They don't have enough. They don't have enough single player. They don't have enough single player games. It's nothing but shooters and multiplayers. That's what they messing up at, because Sony they got shooters.
They tried with Quantum Break, but Quantum Break was a letdown.
Well, it has been like that all across the board against the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Other than like the multi-plats, there really hasn't really been a single player experience from their first party developers, and I think that's what we're gonna start seeing with Horizon.
Y'all do me a favor. Everybody kept on saying that everybody's echoing it besides me. Okay, every time somebody say something, can y'all mute y'all mics? If you're not talking, can you mute your mic so we could try to see if we can fix this? All right. So whose turn? Oh, Dirty. We didn't go with you, Dirty, yet, did we?
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah. Oh, we went with you. Okay. What about you, Retro Bro?
I would say in general, 2017 is going to be a good lineup for gamers as a whole. I mean, Sony is finally coming out with the greatness they've been claiming for a good 2 years, so that's nice. I mean, we have the Switch finally coming, and there's going to be games that people want. I know people that aren't very interested in Nintendo that are actually excited about this, and people that are even casual gamers are pretty excited about this. So it looks like there's going to be something for everybody. As far as the Xbox camp, unfortunately, they are pretty dry, but I guess even that's okay, because the large amount of their fan base are only going to buy the same games anyway, so it really doesn't affect the large amount of their fan base, because they're going to buy their Madden, they're going to buy their 2K, they're going to buy their shooters. So for us who's complaining, we're going to buy away from that. So I guess overall, everyone's going to be happy for 2017 for once.
Okay, so I go on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did we go with you, Sinister?
No, not yet.
All right, give us your feedback.
I mean, I agree with you guys right now. That's for the moment. Yeah, this quarter is pretty much Sony coming out the gate strong. I mean, come on, Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, that's the only thing that's high on my radar. But as far as of course, the Switch, coming out in a few months. I mean, yeah, of course, Nintendo's gonna have that, the bigger lineup and things like that. As far as Microsoft goes, I mean, of course, Scalebound, Cuphead, and Crackdown 3. I mean, those are the only ones that interest me. And of course, the multiplats. I mean, I usually play those on the Xbox anyway. Or just in case if the other available, I'll play it on PS4. At least I have something to play it on. So I mean, I'm not really choosy stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, but just as far as this quarter goes, it pretty much it's gonna be Sony and Nintendo. That's all I got.
Oh, okay, that's all you got. All right, did I get to everybody on this one? Did I get to you, Terminator?
You was the first one.
Yeah, well, I just kind of jumped in. So
Oh,
I said
okay. So is that everybody on this subject?
mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess to finish up this subject, basically what everybody was saying, like, I'm not going to completely count off Microsoft because we still got their E3, and Microsoft is known to basically whenever the games they show us at E3, it's some of that is coming out the same year. At least half of it's coming out the same year. So I'm not going to completely judge right now, but from the looks of it, it looks like Sony got the upper hand when it comes to not only exclusives, but more of an appealing exclusives. I know it might sound a little opinionated, subjective, whatever you want to call it, but let's just be real. Between most of the gamers, just gamers in general, they're gonna be like Sony got the better games than Microsoft. I ain't trying to discount Microsoft. It's just I feel that there's better quality on their side, and this is coming from an Xbox dude. I'm an Xbox dude, and I just go where the games are at. I love single player games, like God of Wars and The Last of Us and Uncharted. I love those type of games because I don't really play multiplayer games that often. That's why I love my PlayStation. I bought it at the right time, and they got a lot more exclusives coming out this year. They hadn't had this many exclusives in a long time. I don't know when last time they were spitting out this many exclusives in 1 year. From what I heard a lot of GameStops, all their managers saying that God of War 4 is supposed to be coming out this year, according to what all the rumors. I won't say rumors. What they said. The developers, you could play the game from start to finish, so that's a good sign. So maybe I'm thinking God of War is going to be shown at E3 more, and it's going to want to be in a holiday title. That's what I'm thinking. So let's say God of War comes out with Horizon Zero Dawn, with Parappa the Rapper, Crash Bandicoot remake, Nier, and Horizon. That's a great lineup, and just think. If after this year, let's say Death Stranding and Spider-Man, let's say Last of Us 2 comes out next year. I know that's kind of pushing it, but I'm thinking all that might be coming out next year. That's going to be another really good year for Sony. So I'm really happy for my PlayStation. I'm happy. I'm just happy right now. I just go where the games are at, and I really hope that Microsoft can give us a more of a diverse variety of games. Not just all these multiplayer shooters. Just give us a lot of games from RPGs, JRPGs, survival horror. I want variety of games. That's what they've been missing. That's why PlayStation 4 has been killing it, man. Even though when they was sparse on their exclusives, they were still killing it. And now they about to have they got a big lineup for this year and possibly next year. It's like they're gonna leave Xbox in the dust. That's what I'm thinking. But hopefully Microsoft can do a turnaround, even though they are doing very good with the Xbox One S. But soon Sony start popping all these exclusives, man. They are selling their system really well. Just think they start getting a lot more exclusives, man. They're going to leave Xbox in the dust again. That's basically what I'm thinking. So I guess after that, let's go ahead and jump onto our next topic. I guess let's talk about the possibilities of, I won't say possibility, I think it's a given, that the Legend of Zelda is supposed to be a day one title for the Nintendo Switch. We don't know anything about the Wii U. There's rumors that it's going to be delayed on the Wii U or possibly canceled. I don't know. But I don't care because I'm getting the Switch anyway. And it runs a lot better on the Switch. So basically, a lot of rumors saying Laura K. Dale, I know she's a reliable source, and a lot of, but anyway, she basically saying that she's reversing her comment she made a few months ago, talking about Zelda's not going to be a day one. It's going to be, she said it's going to be a day one, and she's 100% sure that it will be a day one. But we've been saying this for a while, like it should have been day one like 2 years ago, to be honest. Like this game has been delayed, I think 3 times. I think it's supposed to came out like either 2014 or 2015, one of them years. But it's been delayed a lot of times, and it wouldn't make sense for Nintendo to bring that game out during the summer or during the holidays, knowing that everybody that's been watching the Nintendo trailer, the Switch trailer, the people that watch the Jimmy Kimmel show, like it wouldn't make sense for Nintendo to delay a game that everybody has been seeing Zelda. Like it doesn't make sense. Like whenever they saw that Switch, they want Zelda. Like it just doesn't make sense at all. So if they want to push that game back, it's going to piss off a lot of consumers. And I'm just being real with you. And Zelda, last time we had a Zelda game was Skyward Sword back in 2011. So I really hope that the game is finished. It should be finished. It shouldn't take that damn long. But like I say, just going by how they've been advertising the Switch with Zelda at Jimmy Kimmel and the Switch trailer, it's a given that it will be a day one. So let's start with you, Terminator Jew. What you think, man?
Legend of Zelda, what's that?
Breath of the Wild.
Just kidding. If you can tell, my background is.
Oh yeah.
So here, my thoughts are, because at E3 they just said 2017, and Nintendo's never once even suggested it could be a launch title. I've always been kind of worried, but the fact that they've been showing it more and more, I don't pay attention to lore, whoever, that kind of stuff. I don't listen to those people, so it has nothing. My feelings has nothing. Is not based on that. Just seeing it at Jimmy Kimmel and then seeing the daily or bi-weekly or however often they've been uploading those photos, I'm starting to get the feeling that they're pretty confident in that it's going to be out. But I will say the game officially was only delayed twice, and as a Zelda fan, I've been dealing with this since the N64 Ocarina of Time was pushed like a year and a half, and it sucks. But the game's going to come out when it's done, and that's just the fact of the matter. So, but my feelings are positive that it's a launch title now, and but I'd say after E3, I said in my podcast, I was thinking it was going to be later than after launch, or maybe they just didn't want to say March 2017 because they didn't want to lock in just in case something happened. But I'm feeling right now, I'd say it's about 75% chance that it's a launch title.
Oh, that's all you got on that?
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? The game, it's my most anticipated game for the last 2 years, and it's going to be my most anticipated game this year. So
it has to be
excited
a launch
for
title.
it. I hope it comes out at launch, but I'd rather have it come out done and not have problems than be put out there at launch and have issues. So.
It's like this. If Zelda not a launch game, then that Mario game, it has to be like they can't come out with another generation console without a big heavy hitter because it kind of hurt them with the Wii U.
I guarantee they'll have, whether it's Breath of the Wild or Mario, they're not going to launch without a major title.
Yeah, it has to be because
I think I really would. I mean, if I had to bet, I would bet it was going to be Zelda. But I mean, the 3D World came out. It would be 3.5 years when the Switch launches, and that's plenty of time for that team's made 3D Mario games in less time. So I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the 3D Mario game was ready, but I could see them strategically placing that later if Breath of the Wild's done, and even if Mario was done, they might push it out later, and just not to have two major hitters at the same time. So, but all right, I'll give some other people a chance to talk because there's a lot of us. So that's all I got.
Okay, let's go with you, Alex.
Yeah, like it would be really odd to me if it's not a launch title, just because it's all they show. Their entire E3 show was Zelda. They went to the what the hell's his name? That talk show. They went to there and they showed Zelda. It's all they show, and it would be really strange if you're showing off your system. You show one game constantly. Then you bring out your system and launch is like, oh yeah, this game's not ready. Like that is one hell of a way to deflate people's excitement. But at the same time, personally, I don't care if it gets delayed till holiday, if that's what it takes, because I don't want a broken Zelda game. So I don't personally care, but I just think it'd be very strange considering how often they show this game. They're letting people play this game as much as they want, and we've only seen like a 5-second clip of the Mario game versus hours and hours and hours of people playing Zelda. So it would just be really weird not to have Zelda at launch, I think. But at the same time, maybe they want to keep Zelda as a holiday thing to combat Scorpio, for example. They want one of their big hitters to combat that at the holiday season, or that could be Mario, I guess. it'd be cool to have both at launch. I think that'd be really nice, but that seems unlikely. But we'll see. I think it makes more sense, though, personally, to have Zelda just because of how much they've showed. But we'll see. But again, like these rumor people, like what's her name, Laura? One week she says, "Oh, it's not coming at launch." Then the next week, "Oh, it's coming at launch." Sorry, guys. Like, fuck out of here.
All right, that's all you got on that.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Jay? I'm not Jay. Game Nick, you next.
I would actually have to agree with Alex, like, cause yeah, after showing it all this time, and it's like the main thing they show this whole time, whether it be for the Wii or the Switch, it's just like, yeah, it'd be kind of weird if they didn't release it at this time, like at launch, or anything like that. Personally, I agree they should probably wait until. I know a lot of people want it, like, probably would not want to hear this. Wait until like the holiday season, or at least around the launch of the Scorpio, because that'll help draw in. Like people, hey, Zelda game and the Switch will probably at least be cheaper than Scorpio and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell at this point, but everything so far has still just been a rumor, so I can't even tell anymore. I have no idea what to believe. It'll come out when it comes out. Jesus, that's all I can say about it at this point. They're like, oh, it's glitched out, but it isn't. But it is. I'm not sure. Like they can't make up their mind because they're full of crap. Because they don't know either. They're just guessing.
All right, is that all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Jay? Do you even care? We know you don't like Nintendo. What should we skip you?
I need something else other than fucking Zelda, man. I'm a hardcore gamer. I want to fight. I want to kill. I want to shoot. I want to blood gore.
Oh, damn.
What the fuck? No. Sorry, going back to the Nintendo GameCube, I got spawned on day one. I got, Mario Go-Kart 2? What else? Sorry, that's just not enough for me to buy that bitch on day one. So, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I need more.
Hey, at least your topic was a lot longer than the other week. You did yours like in 10 seconds, so.
Dude, PS4 had knack and lit up the sales chart, so.
Oh, knack. Oh, my God.
Mario killer, apparently.
I mean, anybody remember how, like, okay, I wasn't a fan for the Nintendo Wii U, fuck that, or the Wii, but for the GameCube, I was totally sold because of what games released on day one.
Oh, and I forgot to mention this earlier. I maintain and I fully believe they should have canceled the Wii U version of Zelda, just as a driving force to get the Switch, but because goddamn, that frame rate is just awful. But that's just an eye topic. I just wanted to bring that up.
All right, what about you?
What all games are releasing on day one for the Nintendo Switch?
We don't know. Like we don't know until the presentation. We ain't gonna know.
So this month?
Yeah,
next Thursday.
Nintendo event next week.
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go with you, Dirty.
Yeah, I believe the Zelda is going to be a launch title. I don't see Mario being a launch title. I may see Mario maybe being like this summer or maybe close to the holidays. I don't think they should hold off Zelda for the holiday to compete with the Scorpion, because I mean people that want the Scorpion they're going to buy it regardless. You know what I'm saying? So we've been looking at this game for like damn near 3 years, just coming from the Wii U. So it's Nintendo should just go ahead. If they want to do it, launch it with the Switch. It's going to get a lot of sales because everybody got their eye on it, and to me it's a totally different experience playing Zelda. This Zelda right here, this Breath of the Wild, totally different experience from the other Zeldas, and everybody see it and everybody knows it. So Nintendo's just going ahead and launch it. If it's ready, don't wait till the holidays because it's going to piss a lot of people off. You holding it all the way to the holidays, and we've been looking at this game for like 3 years and knowing about the game for 3 years. So launch it. Mario, he can wait. We already know what Mario can do. You know what I'm saying? we seen the 5-second trailer for it. Right, he jumps and he slides after he flips. He slides now. So
let's be real. That world he was in, that shit looked amazing.
Oh yeah.
It don't get me wrong, it did, but if they have Mario and Zelda, do not launch them together because one of them is gonna fall flat. Spread it out. They have to spread it out. If Mario is ready, put his ass to the back and let Zelda lead the way.
Well, first of all, if they put both of them out at the same time, then a lot of people get pissed off because they can't find a Switch. I'm just being honest.
Well, as much as people like to believe Zelda's the top franchise, it's not. It's Mario. Mario always sells more. Mario has a wider appeal.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you with that, Alex. But Nintendo just been showing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like they've been teasing us so long.
Yeah, and we haven't seen nothing from this new Mario but that 5-second trailer, and that was it. So for them to just say, "Hey, the new Mario is going to be the launch title come next week," I'm like, what? Like, really?
What about all that Zelda you've been teasing us with?
Yeah, I don't think they would launch a Mario game with only 2 months of notice, you know? So I was just thinking about that as you were talking.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the first time we saw it was that Switch reveal.
And I wouldn't even count that, really. I would count this 12th event on the 12th as like the first, you know, true reveal if they show it. Miyamoto said E3 would be the next time we saw Mario, so we'll see.
Oh, that'd be crazy if they don't show it on the 12th.
I think they will, but...
Because they're having on the 13th a whole day of going in depth in the games. They must be showing it. We'll see.
Yeah. So I'm saying that it's going to be a launch title, and yeah, I'm just waiting for next week, and I want to know what Retro is doing. They've been quiet for damn near 4 years. I want to know what they're doing.
Yep.
Okay, so okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's it.
Oh, okay. Okay, what about you, Retro Bro? You there, Retro? He's not muted, but I guess he ain't saying nothing. Oh.
He could be or be in the chat. Maybe he's not back yet.
Oh, okay. What about you, Sinister?
Yeah, because I mean, I believe Zelda's a launch title because, I mean, why not? I mean, no point in teasing us even longer. Plus, that'll be a huge money maker. Of course, Mario is gonna make way more money anyway. But I mean, yeah, it'd be a mistake if they don't launch it with the Switch and stuff like that. I mean, come on, how long we've been seeing this? Because I mean, it's just you wait too long. It's like, hey, you see this a whole lot. I mean, why not? That's just my take on it.
Okay. What about you? Are you back, Retro Bro? Guess not. What about you, George?
Well, I think you could go two ways. Okay, to me, they need to spread it out. Just like many of you guys said, Mario is of course, the most popular franchise for Nintendo, other than Pokemon. It's the most popular franchise for Nintendo. So you need to put Mario, possibly, if you can, probably later on, maybe in the holiday season, because during the holiday season, you're going to have the Scorpio coming out. Even though not that many people might not buy it, because it might be over $500, whatever, but you still need a killer title to push units during that time. So Zelda, they've been showing it for almost 2 years, and they've been pushing it with the Switch, with Jimmy Fallon a couple weeks ago, and just the trailer. They've been pushing it at E3, and it only makes sense for Zelda. This game has been delayed like 3 times for the Wii U, so I believe that this game, Zelda Breath of the Wild, is coming out at launch for the Switch. It only makes sense. They showed it too many times. But I wouldn't be surprised if Mario does make an appearance on the 12th.
Yeah, I guess on the 12th, like, I don't know, man. Even though we barely saw a little snippet of Mario, and don't get me wrong, it looks really good. But I would be very surprised if this Mario game would be the Switch title, a launch title. And it makes sense because Mario is the best-selling franchise ever. But, we had a Mario game like about 3 years ago or 4 years ago with 3D World. But we are lacking a Zelda game. But we know Mario sells more. But a lot of people actually wanting this Zelda game. And it's actually the Zelda that we've been wanting for a very long time. An open world Zelda. Like, they basically doing a lot of things that basically enhanced the gameplay mechanics, and I'm loving everything about it. I know they got a little voice acting in there. I don't know how much it is, but it's somewhat of voice acting in it. So basically, there is a lot of hype. There's a reason why that was Zelda was the most talked about game at this past E3, even though Nintendo came to E3 one game. Like, you know, all the advertising Nintendo has been doing with the Switch, and every time they advertise the Switch, Zelda is right there. Jimmy Kimmel's Zelda was the only game they showed. The Switch trailer, that was the very first game they showed. So it will put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths that was basically expecting Breath of the Wild for a Switch title. I would be highly disappointed because I'm more of a Zelda fan than Mario. Don't get me wrong, I love 3D World and the Galaxy series and Sunshine. I love them, but I said this a lot of times. I think Zelda is one of the best franchises to ever be created. I love it. So either way it go, either if it's Zelda or Mario at launch, I will be happy and excited because Nintendo need a big heavy hitter game to jumpstart their consoles. They can't do no another 2D side scroll new Super Mario Brothers Switch. No, don't do that shit. Don't do that again. Don't do that again, man. But yeah. I think they're gonna get this correct. Either Mario or Zelda gonna be the launch title. I think Zelda will. It's just too much behind it, and it just makes sense. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can't see a world without one of those two titles or another one of the big three titles within the Nintendo universe. I can't see a world with them launching this console without a killer app because I think they learned that lesson from the Wii U. Yes, they had Mario at launch, but it wasn't a Mario that people wanted. It wasn't like a Sunshine. It wasn't like a Galaxy. It was just a normal 2D side scroller, which we already got on the 3DS. We got it on the DS, and we also had it on the Wii. So we basically got, just being honest, it's not the same game, but three versions of the same game before we got new Super Mario Bros. Wii U. So people did it. People don't want that. They want a 3D Mario experience, like a Galaxy, like a 64, like a Sunshine. And if I were to say, it would have to be either 3D Mario or Zelda, which I'm leaning more towards Zelda.
I hope so, man. Either way it go, I'll be excited for both, but of course I'm more of a Zelda guy, so you know my answer. So is that all you got on that?
Yeah.
Okay. We are went with you, Sinister, and we did you first, TJ. So
yep, I'm good.
So okay. Is there anybody else got to add on this before we head to the next topic?
Nope, we're good.
I do have one thing to say.
Oh yeah, there you go, Retro Bro. I forgot about you. What the hell you been?
I put a be right back. I went downstairs for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. What you think about the Zelda being possibly day one for America and Japan, not Europe? We didn't really discuss that.
I think that there's a good possibility for it because they've been showcasing it enough like they're really confident in it. Also, there's been very positive feedback from the previous E3, not just from people within the Nintendo community, but from other companies because there's been a lot of different like reports and stuff from other E3s showing other companies leaving their booths to go play Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I think it's very possible with all the positive feedback and how confident Nintendo's been. As we all know, Nintendo likes to hide a lot of their information and really don't like to reveal it. So when they do reveal it, it means they're ready. So I would say it's definitely a good chance. At the same time, if they didn't go with Zelda, as long as they pick one from the big three like y'all said, I think they'll be fine. And Mario is another possibility. And if they don't, there's definitely Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon Stars would really just be the third installment to Sun and Moon. But it would add, like, a few new legendaries to it just that were talked about in the other two games. And let's be honest, Pokemon's like a big cult following, so it would work. Like, keep in mind, we're talking about the one franchise that's so popular that it makes money off of a bad anime. Not even a well-written one. So as long as they do one of the big three, I think they'll be all right. But with all the information Nintendo's been showing with Zelda, I don't see a reason for them not to, because they seem comfortable with it, and the feedback from both the consumers and other developers seem pretty positive on this. But that's all I got.
Okay, so that's about everybody. Okay, let's do a little quick prediction here. Okay, of course we got the Switch to next week. The reveal of, well, we know about the presentation and all that. Let's do some predictions on what do we think what's going to happen. Of what they plan on giving us. I know we've been thinking about the. Well, I know we've been hearing about the what's that Beyond Good and Evil, supposed to be a time exclusive for a year for the Switch and all that. And of course, you got all these other rumors and stuff. I think it's going to be a lot of third party exclusives that Nintendo is going to solidify on the Switch, and not only on day one but throughout the year. But we also going to get some other big time exclusives, first party games like Pokemon Stars we've been hearing about. Of course, we got the Mario and the Zelda, all this coming out in the same year. But I really feel that Nintendo's exclusives is going to shit on PlayStation 4. Even though I was praising PlayStation 4, a lot of us is praising their exclusives for this year. But just looking at the third parties and the first party exclusives, they're gonna have a lot of games for this year, and I think Nintendo is going to put themselves back on the map. Well, they always been on the map. I'm talking about console wise. Their handheld always been doing really well. Well, technically, it is a handheld, so basically, it's gonna be hard to find a Switch, in my opinion, and I would suggest everybody to go and pre-order it on the 13th. That's when GameStop is doing it. But I think it's going to be a lot of exclusives. So even I'm gonna make a strong prediction. I think we're going to hear about a Metro game. I'm not sure if it's going to be a Prime 4. I'm not sure, but Retro Studios has been doing something because they continuously keep hiring people, and I think they got 2 games on the horizon we don't know about. I think Sakura got some going on. It's a lot of stuff that we don't know about. Y'all know how Nintendo is. They love to basically be on that hush hush, and it's hard to leak stuff from Nintendo. It's real hard because they are so secretive. But that's basically my prediction. I think we're gonna have a Metroid, and I think we're going to I'm gonna make another prediction. I think we have a remake Eternal Darkness. That's just what I think. We're gonna have a lot of third party exclusives. I'm not sure how the multiplats going to be. We might get a few multiplats, but I don't think it's going to be as strong as we think. If they could at least get that GameCube type of support, then I would be fine. So let's go to TJ. What's your predictions on what we're going to see with the Switch? What games you think we might get this year?
This might be kind of a bold prediction, but I think the Switch event on the 12th is going to be basically the first 3 months of games for the Switch. I think they're going to save. They might tease some stuff, but I wouldn't expect huge major announcements for games later until E3, which is only like 3 months away, after the system comes out. So I think they're going to kind of focus in on March, April, May releases, maybe a June game. So I'm not expecting them to just blow their load, as I guess you could say, all at the Switch event. And I also think it's going to be pretty, I don't know the wording, but they're going to make sure people know that it's a portable and a home console. I think they're going to be talking down to people's making sure that people get the concept, because the Wii U, a lot of misconceptions happened after they showed that off, and so they're gonna probably ram that down everybody's throats, like, hey, this is, you can lift it off the dock and it's portable. And because of the it being in Japan and all in Japanese, I don't know, I'm not really sure what they're gonna do as far as maybe some game trailers in between information. I don't know if they're going to be playing any games on the 12th event at all, or if it's just going to be save that for the Treehouse. So that's kind of my bold prediction. They're going to stick with their first 3 months, I guess, the launch window for the Switch event on the 12th, and obviously on the 13th, the Treehouse is going to be playing those games. I would expect some third party, like Square Enix, to have a presence, and maybe Capcom, maybe seeing a game like Resident Evil 7 or something come, on the Switch for the first time, Final Fantasy, something like along those lines, and then some third-party exclusives. Ubisoft can't keep their mouth shut, so I kind of believe those leaks about the Beyond Good and Evil and the Rayman RPG. I forget what that was called. I kind of believe that because Ubisoft can't keep a secret. So I think stuff like that we'll see, and then Mario would probably get shown. Zelda's obviously they're going to show that off again. Direct feed footage of it running on the Switch. I still want to see that. I've seen enough of the game. I know I'm getting it. I don't really want to see any more story wise or anything, but I do want to see that direct feed footage, and then maybe a couple surprises for things down the road. But I think they got to save stuff for E3. It's kind of a balance. They want to get people excited. They're going to want to show off some good stuff, but then they also, I think they're going to want to save stuff for E3 to keep the momentum. So that's kind of I wouldn't expect a Metroid or see what Retro's working on at this Switch event. I think that would be an E3. And then you also got to remember a lot of the 3DS teams, now that they're joined, I think a lot of people are forgetting. They're thinking Wii U dev teams. Nintendo's got a lot of studios that worked on 3DS games that are now probably going to be making Switch games. So you got, like Luigi's Mansion, I guess, would probably, like the third game could potentially be shown. And just a lot of the third-party smaller teams are still, I think they're going to be making Switch games. So, but I'm going to kind of lower my expectations for the 12th event, and think that they're going to leave something for E3. So I guess that's my bold prediction. I think so.
Oof, I understand what you come from, because you do come E3 with some big heavy hitters, but judging by their history with the past 2 years, what you call it, Alex, the Sahara Desert or whatever, it's been so dry, man. Like they need to come with it badly, man. I don't know, man. I think they need to at least have 2 years worth of games at this presentation.
Oh, no way.
Let me put it this way. Remember when Sony unveiled the PS4? They knew E3 was coming, even though this is different because the Switch is launching before E3.
Yeah.
But I just don't see them in the format it is. If it was like a more open, like a specific American show, a specific Japanese show, I would think it would be a little bit different because it's worldwide. So they're going to have some odd Japanese games probably shown. A lot of Japanese third-party companies, studios are going to be there probably. I wouldn't expect like a full-on E3 thing. I would think more of it as a combination of like the PlayStation 4 unveiling with a little bit of E3 in there. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Because of the nature of it, the fact that it's worldwide, simultaneous, being translated, I don't see that as a perfect scenario for just these huge announcements one after the other.
So basically what you're saying is like you saying that instead of Nintendo, unveiling like a whole bunch of their first party games, you basically saying that they're gonna make room for third parties to basically announce some of their games they got for the Switch, and at E3 they're gonna start naming a lot of their heavy hitters. That's what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I think like I said, everybody knows about Zelda. Mario is almost a given, and like I said, a lot of those 3DS teams. There could be some smaller games, and I would say a few like big things, but I'm just expecting. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but just because I'm looking at the format and where it's at, they said it's gonna be very info heavy, and that to me that just leads like they want to make sure everybody knows what the Switch is, how it works, all the some of the more details about the system, operating system. They got a lot to cover, and I just don't see them covering all that and having just all their huge game announcements all at the same time. So,
okay,
I don't know.
Okay,
we'll see.
It's just a prediction. What about you, Alex?
That's just. I mean, I could be completely off. It could just be the complete opposite. But that's just kind of knowing Nintendo and stuff. That's just kind of how I feel.
Okay. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, this isn't like an E3 event. This is more of a business meeting, really. So they're going to show the console again. They're going to explain how it works. They're going to announce the price. They're going to announce when it comes out. Maybe they're going to announce some of the features, like if they have some sort of shadow play style thing. Maybe they're going to get DNA up there, explain their new network. I think it's more going to be based around the actual console than the games, to be honest. Like we'll see the launch games. Like they'll show Zelda, they'll show Mario, they'll probably show the Wii U port games. Whatever is coming around the launch window, and then some third-party stuff. But that's about it. I don't expect to see games that are a year out. That will be at E3.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like really heavy on the actual console itself, so people understand it. They don't want to run into that Wii U problem.
Okay. Okay. No,
And I forgot to mention that, like, the details about the launch date, price, all that too is gonna also be a focus, I think. Like Alex said.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
I'm pretty sure
really
at the
important.
end of the event, they're gonna say some shit like, "Oh, and you can go pre-order it tomorrow."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important. That price is very important, man. That's going to determine if it's going to be another Wii situation or a Wii U situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, just one last thing I want to point out too. A lot of people were talking about the clock speeds and stuff. Like the eye test, this will be, because I think there'll be trailers and stuff. There'll be direct feed footage for the first time, and to me, that once I see the games, then I don't care. I don't need to know the raw specs.
They're not going to talk about the specs. They never.
They want. NVIDIA might have a posting right after or something on like they did. But I think once you see the games, you're going to know what they're working with as far as power, and then based on that, the price. You'll have to decide for yourself if the price compared to what you're seeing makes it worth it. So.
Okay. Are you still going, Alex, or are you done?
No, I think that's it. How long is this thing anyways? Like an hour?
What? I don't know.
They posted the stream on YouTube. It's in 7 days away. I don't know if it says the time though.
Okay. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna show the price and when you can pre-order and stuff like that. And that's all I got, really. I don't know I actually can't think of anything else other than showing like certain games that we know are coming out. Maybe, hopefully, some surprises or stuff we didn't know about, or at least more confirmation about what third party is giving. To have that whole list of third party companies are supposedly making games for the system. So it'd be nice to see if like a couple of games from those companies are actually like going to be shown. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm kind of hoping that they show some stuff that's third party but still exclusive to them.
Yeah.
Third party, but you can only play this game on the Switch and stuff like that.
You know, it'd be really funny if Yves Guillemot went up there. He started talking with his funny ass voice, and then they find a Japanese translator who has a similar voice, but he's talking in Japanese.
Who knows? Maybe they'll have like you can only get this game on the Switch from a third party, and then all the fanboys are gonna start sending death threats. But anyway, that's different.
Maybe Bayonetta 3. I guess that would be.
Oh yeah, that was another prediction I want to say. I forgot about that.
I'm pretty sure Bayonetta 3 will happen. I don't think they're gonna mention it this year.
They might do a little teaser.
Like maybe at E3 they might say something, but I don't see anything about. I'm
still waiting for my Bayonetta amiibo.
Bayonetta 3 will happen. We just don't know when, and I don't think they're going to mention much of it this year. I say as a game come out probably the next year or two.
That's probably true.
In a time where they're going to need to get some games out, but yeah. So like I said, hopefully just some third party, some confirmation third party, maybe some exclusive third party, and the price. And yeah, that should be it. And like maybe hopefully say, okay, we're shipping more than 2 million. Like. Really, Nintendo, don't do that. Send out more. I know you're kind of weary from the whole Wii U situation. I don't blame you, but 2 million, come on, you can do better.
2 million and only 1 million North America. That's fucking.
But what happened?
Season.
As soon as they give the pre-orders out, like what happened if they got 5 million pre-orders? And how Nintendo gonna do this?
I'm sure they could make more. It's just like, goddamn. Like 2 million for worldwide? That is not enough.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, they need to do that.
I hope they're just lying. You know how Apple lies and they always say they're running out of stock of phones, but really they have a bunch. Maybe that's what Nintendo's doing since they're buddies with Apple now.
Well, there's also a possibility that the system launches on March 31st, which would be the last day, only one day of March, and they're just saying how many they expect to ship or sell in March, which could only technically it could be 1 day, which wouldn't be that small of a number for 1 day, and then their April numbers could be another 2 million or something. So
yeah, we'll see.
Oh, okay. Jay, since we still on Nintendo, okay, you got 10 seconds. So tell me what you think.
Okay.
I'll do it in time.
Okay, give me your prediction. You got 10 seconds.
I think there's a strong chance Nintendo might fail the gaming community.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this guy.
We got us another Squidward.
But technically, I'm well justified to say that because they have done it multiple times. So I don't think that Nintendo's changed. I think that they'll start off. I think they'll have a good start as all starters, you know. And just like with any motorcycle versus a car, that car's going to take off first, but that motorcycle will catch up eventually. And I think that's what Nintendo's going to do. I think they're going to have just going to start off like the car, and Sony and Microsoft are just going to ram them over because Nintendo is going to stop doing something that the developers are against, whether it's advertisement of their product or whether it's going against gamers in their mods or their
The only thing that concerns me, because they have not spoken about this at all, it's their YouTube policies.
That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
I had to unmute myself for this one. All right, here's my counter argument to that.
Here we
Okay,
go.
they've already started showing changes.
Gloves
Because
are
one thing-
off!
I'll explain why. Like, if you look at the Wii to the Wii U, where they said they were going to change, there obviously really weren't any drastic changes there. But let's keep in mind, this whole time, what has Nintendo been successful with? I'll give everyone in the chat a second to think about that.
Getting down fan project.
3DS.
3DS.
Exactly. 3DS is the correct answer.
That's what I was
sir.
about to say a while ago, but you took
If
that
we
out of
look
my
at how
mouth.
successful the 3DS is, and we take the fact that this is a console hybrid of the 3DS,
With
then
HD graphics.
it's more likely going to be successful. And then one of the other things you have to remember is that people that aren't in the gaming community love little trendy things like cell phones and tablets. What is the Nintendo Switch, sir?
It's a tablet.
Exactly. And do you know how many casual people are drooling over this? Keep in mind, they drooled over the Wii, and the regular Wii was terrible. At least they're drooling over something worthwhile this time.
I have one problem with that because people about the Wii U, and it came at a time the iPad came. It came out 2 years after the iPad. I think the first iPad.
Hey, your sound is
So-
bad.
The Wii U doesn't fit that description, though. It was a console that forced you to use a gamepad that was very annoying for a large amount of games. I had one, too, so I can thoroughly express how frustrated it is.
Resistive touchscreens. What kind of garbage is that?
That's not the same thing as a tablet. This is
Yeah.
a real tablet.
This is an actual tablet, yeah. What funny
Not
enough,
a-
they still
not
have
a
it.
Fisher Price
They
tablet.
still have
And it's multi-touchscreen, too. You don't need that damn
It's
stylus.
touchscreen yet, which is really
It's
funny.
been
Yeah.
it's been 2 generations that Nintendo burned their fans. Okay, 2 generations, and those same fans that they burned are the same ones that try to keep the community alive.
But
I
that
think-
doesn't matter because they're going the direction
They
they're going.
didn't
is not
burn
wrong.
their 3DS fans.
That
Yeah,
that handheld
they've
fan's
never
been the
burned
same.
They burned their home console fans.
Man, the 3DS is as fiery hot as Guy Sensei right now. Like, it's always been fire.
God sensei. You
I
watch too
don't know,
much
I
anime.
say like if you're gonna be a day one buyer, you I don't know, just be ready.
Like Retro Bro was saying, like, I got to give it to Nintendo for basically merging their handhelds with their console. That's why they merged their studios together. Just look at the 3DS, has a 60 million install base. And plus some of their 3DS studios is going to develop games for the Switch. So just think about all those Fire Emblems and Monster Hunters and all those other games that's been highly successful on the 3DS coming to the Switch in HD. Like, come on, man.
Now you're gonna get
Here's
Monster
something
Hunter
else you
back,
gotta
you're gonna get
remember.
Pokemon back.
Here's
you got
something
Fire
else you gotta
Emblem back.
remember. Put it this way. Think about when Obama became president.
Uh-oh.
He became president after there was a lot of crap that he had to fix. There's
But
a
did he
lot
say
of
he's
crap.
gonna build a wall,
There's
though?
a lot of crap with Nintendo that the new president has to fix, and it's gonna take him time, and he's doing it. Think about all the years of crap that they did with the previous Nintendo president, and he's trying to fix it. It's gonna take time.
I understand.
And
That. That's why I'm so patient now with Nintendo. Like I just say, give it some time, man, because Nintendo has got to learn to stop burning bridges. We know how these are, and I appreciate you kind of bringing politics into the picture. But just like all politics, when they get too much money, they don't know what to do with it. They doing some off the wall shit. So,
Man, Nintendo
But
must
that's the
have
scary
really.
thing, though. Would they really be making too much money? Because, I mean, all these failures to the gaming community, as far as profit and finances go, they didn't fail in getting money.
Yeah,
Just in giving us a product we
Well,
wanted.
yeah,
So
when it
are
comes
they
to
really
money,
making
Nintendo's
more
on
money,
top.
Or...
just look at it this way. The reason the Wii was the way it was is because the GameCube flopped. The reason the Wii U came out the way it was is because the Wii was so fucking successful. So they didn't give a shit. And they brought out a half-made console. This time they're coming off the worst failure they've ever had since that shitty-ass virtual reality thing they had.
Virtual
Boy.
Virtual Boy.
has anyone ever heard of Ben Hanks?
No.
Yeah, Hanks.
What? The fucking guy that breaks down every console? You never heard of him?
What?
Oh yes. He broke down the original PlayStation.
The guy, you mean he opens it or he smashes them?
No, he's basically a reverse engineer. He's pretty good at what he does.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay, what about him?
Okay, listen. Look, I say, I'm just saying, before you guys decide to say, oh my God, the Nintendo Switch is the be all and end all. Just give it some time, because even Nintendo has been caught red-handed with the technology that they use, and we already know how they can't treat the third-party support. If you're gonna buy it on day one, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed if you're a Nintendo enthusiast, because at least before you hit the grave, you can say, boom, I got this in the collection. This is the fucking Nintendo Switch here, you know.
Well, I look at it this way. They're coming off their biggest failure, and another huge thing is they went out of their way to leave AMD and get NVIDIA to help them. NVIDIA does not put their name on shoddy products.
Yes. Just the best of luck to Nintendo, man, you know.
And the other thing I'm looking at, again, that you're looking at this differently, they're making changes that they never would have made with their old president. And then on top of that, like I said, if you're a 3DS fan, then this console's for you.
Yeah.
If you don't like handhelds, with Jay, you don't, then this is a waste of your time. This is something really for casual fans that like tablets and for fans that like...
But if you're a console gamer, it's still for you. Just put it in a dock and leave it alone.
Okay,
Just put it in the dock. It's just simple.
Change with their software and hardware. Boom, that's totally understandable. I mean, technology changes every day. But what these companies cannot, comprehend is the actual fluidity of gamers. Like, how do we function?
You got to look at the fact that this tablet is the only future-proof ready console out there. All you got to do is replace a stronger, powerful tablet. We could keep the dock.
All your hope on the technology, but it's the gaming community that Nintendo has to relate to. The technology.
See, that's on Nintendo. That's on Nintendo.
But it relates to the gaming community because it gives the 3DS fans an upgrade to what they want. Also, it's giving you, as far as people that like Nintendo, a console that's giving you choice. Because the problem that people had with the Wii U was the fact that you were forced to use the gamepad for things.
Like,
You no longer are forced to use it.
everybody. Like I don't play handhelds. Mine's gonna stay docked. I think Real's the same way. Retro's very different. He's gonna use his Switch on the go like a 3DS. This console caters to both of us.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna undock mine. I guess
That's what I'm saying. Mine's gonna be docked all the time.
This is the most standard console Nintendo has had since the GameCube. Let's just be honest.
Exactly.
I got faith in the console. I got faith in the hardware. I'm not sure if I have faith in Nintendo as a company to actually adapt to the gaming community.
Well,
No,
only
they have the right
thing
ideas.
I can say about that, if you don't know about Kimishima, he did used to be
That's what-
the president of America, North America. So he knows the West.
And in charge of the actual finances. What you gotta remember is you're putting the bias of the company as a whole against this current president. And honestly, Iwata RP, you're giving all of Iwata's nonsense that he did for the company and blaming it on the new president who's trying to change all that. Like,
He's more of a
you
business
can't do
guy.
that.
He's
They
more of a
both have
business guy.
different philosophies.
Yeah, he's the businessman. Iwata was more the.
He was more of
head
a
in the
gamer.
closet
He was more of a developer / gamer.
Yeah, I would say though, to counter that, like I feel like a lot of what we're at right now was Iwata's plan that he laid out. Like I don't know about the marketing change for the Switch reveal trailer and all that, but
There's no way that was him. But
the
the general
Switch
idea of it.
itself, the joining of the the
joining of the divisions was him.
That was all him. Like the NX was already in development, so I think he set up the plan, and because the mistakes for the Wii U and all that, I think he had a lot to do with what the Switch is now.
Okay. Forward. Be the last thing I say here. I'm going to give Nintendo their second. I think in the second year they're going to show the true colors. Because the first year is going to be it's going to be a fucking grand slam. I mean, that's easy,
Yeah, but
Nintendo.
You mean in the way of
It's
their
like this.
policies is what you're talking about.
It's like this, Jay. When was the last time has Nintendo failed on their handhelds?
No, there ain't
Never.
Ever.
Again.
Okay, that should be your answer, though. That should be your
We're
answer.
talking about two different things.
Yeah, I don't know what
let
you're
him
trying to
explain
say.
what he's talking about first.
I'm not focused on the technology. I know that Nintendo has the technology. But as for can Nintendo cater to the fan base when it comes to their games, when it comes to the gaming community, will they listen better?
Are you talking about?
Oh, you're talking about their
gamers
policies.
that play Madden and Call of Duty.
He's talking about the guys that play Madden, Call of Duty. That's what I'm trying to get Jay
Okay.
to understand and admit. It's not about technology with Nintendo. It's about the innovation of gaming. Because you don't play any of the games on 3DS and stuff like that, like I mentioned, you're ignoring the fact that they're bringing these to console now. Something Nintendo fans have always wanted that they've never done. Now, let's be honest. You don't care about that, but for a Nintendo fan, that's huge. If you like Pokemon but you don't like a 3DS and it's coming to console, that's huge. If you like Fire Emblem and that's been on 3DS and not console, that's huge. You want your first Phoenix Wright game on the console? Possibility for that now. They're getting all of that. But again, these are games you don't care about. Just admit that you don't care about those, so you're ignoring that those are what's going down now. And that has nothing to do with
It all boils down to, Jay, do you care for Nintendo's exclusives?
Third party support, bros.
It's like this, Jay.
But see, that you just admitted third-party support. You don't care about any of Nintendo's own games. You want third-party games that you get on PlayStation and Xbox.
So
which means
basically,
this isn't for you, because you're not looking to purchase
Oh, one second, Richo, before you freak out on him. This console, this console is the first time they've actually made a developer-friendly console. Like the NVIDIA CEO said very clearly that this console is extremely easy to port games to for third-party developers. As long as this console sells well, there's really no reason why it won't have third-party support this time around. The problem with the Wii U is it was using an older architecture that was not compatible with x86. So if they wanted to port a game over to the Wii U, they had to rebuild the game from the ground up. And you stack that up with the fact that the console sold like shit. That's why it lost all its support, like right off the bat. As long as this thing doesn't bomb, there's no reason that it's going to lose third-party support.
Well,
Just talk what Jay was trying to say there. I'm not sure Nintendo's even really trying to get those type of gamers. I think they're doubling down on their 3DS
They need to
owners,
get
on
their
their
own fan
handhelds.
base back in
Oh,
there.
okay, well, that's definitely not for me, then.
I just think
Yeah,
they need to go.
But
They
let
need
me
to.
ask you, I mean,
What?
what other consoles do you own? Since I don't know.
He has a PS4.
I'd say
Yeah.
PS4,
It's like
PS3.
if you just like nothing but third party games like Madden, and NBA 2Ks,
That's my point.
then
This
just
is
stick
for
with
you.
your
Yeah,
PS4.
I got a PC and a PS4. I have no intentions.
Well,
of buying
if you don't have no
multiplayer on
intentions
Switch.
in playing any of Nintendo's exclusives, just don't buy it. Like you don't care about it.
Yeah, 'cause
I know.
unless you really think that's cool to play a certain game portable, like, I have zero intentions of ever buying a multiplayer on the Switch.
Same here.
No, same here because my I got over 24,000 gamer score on my Xbox One. I think Alex got like almost 30,000. So why do we want to start over and go to Nintendo?
Yeah, I don't, even with all the things working for them, I still don't think those games would sell.
Probably not. Probably not.
It's notoriously proven that Nintendo fans don't buy third-party games
And they will not.
on Nintendo hardware.
I mean, I don't know what.
But you
Nintendo's
never
doing.
know because of Switch. Like all those 3DS players, they might buy some of that stuff. Those
The
multiplayer. You
3DS
never know.
players will. Because
You
the 3DS
never know.
community is wider than the console gamers for Nintendo.
You never know.
You
Play everything.
I worry buying this sucker on day one, man.
Huh?
Just
I know
like
I'm not the only one. All of you guys have worried because you guys been sticking with Nintendo way longer than I have.
But you gotta remember, there's one big difference. If you take Alex and Real, yeah, they bought a few Nintendo consoles day one. But you know who hasn't? I haven't.
Me
I
too.
bought the Wii U off eBay for $100. Played it 2 weeks and traded it back in because it was trash. If you can't tell me that, I'm the X Factor. I'm
Oh,
like
damn.
Nintendo, but I say when they're crap, I don't buy all their stuff day one. In fact, I didn't even buy a GameCube. A friend had it. Last console I bought from them is N64, aside from their handheld line.
Yeah, the GameCube was a hell of a system. Nintendo, they just did a lot of stupid stuff, man. And PS2 was killing it.
I think the problem with the GameCube for me was they didn't really they rushed out a lot of their, like, Super Mario Sunshine and Wind Waker to me felt completely rushed. And as a Nintendo guy who I really didn't, other than Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Remake, you know, I don't really care. I have other systems to play the multiplats on, so I never really.
Actually, GameCube got a lot of multiplats.
Wind Waker was like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
I loved Wind Waker. Just, you know, they cut out like 2-3 dungeons just to get it out because the GameCube was struggling, and you know, a lot of people like that system, but I honestly think it's one of my least favorite Nintendo systems.
Wow, really?
I mean, I love, like, you know, Star Wars Rogue Leader on GameCube. I mean,
yeah, like,
it's
that's
just
good.
stuff
Yeah.
for me.
So, but I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know what Nintendo's really striving for. I know they want their core fans back. I know they want their 3DS, their handheld gamers, and maybe along the way they're hoping if it sells well enough, maybe there will be other people jumping on.
I think it's the
handheld buy Nintendo system.
It's the handheld part of the system that's going to sell this system like hotcakes. Like what Retro Bro was saying a while ago, the 3DS players, they buy everything. Like Skyrim, NBA 2K. Like let's say, for example, Final Fantasy 15 gets a Switch port. You know how many units Switch is going to be bought because of Final Fantasy 15. No, there's a lot of JRPG 3DS guys out there. They love those games. Like, I'm just saying, like, this system has a big potential. Like, I see a lot of great things with this Switch, you know. But I kind of agree a little bit with Jay when it comes to their policies and everything, because they did kind of piss a lot of people off and everything, you know. But they do need to get that straightened out. And as far as I heard with these rumors, I believe that this is going to be a region-free console, in which that's a good start. I love that, but Nintendo, they still need to improve on their YouTube policies, because they are preventing big YouTubers like PewDiePie, Angry Joe, and what's that fat guy named Boogie?
Keep ignoring these dudes.
Like, yeah, they can't keep ignoring these guys, because they got such big channels with a big fan base. Like, if they want them to advertise your products, they need to try to, you know, they need to do something with those policies, man. Like, just clamp down a little bit on that, man. That is
that's the
huge.
kind of stuff that I'm not worried about their game lineup this time around and the output, because I know they're merged and there's multiple teams working on one console versus two this time. That's not concerning me this time around. I'm more concerned of being like, can I stream the games? Can I talk to my friends? Can I invite my friends to the games easily? That's what I want to see.
Oh, man.
You know, we all agree the policies need to be fixed.
Yeah, it does need to get fixed badly. And voice chat is very important. We don't want the Splatoon situation again, man. This community, oh my God, it was crazy.
I'm ready to hear from DNA. I want to see what they've done to redo Nintendo's network.
Yeah. So that's
Me and Alex had a little conversation about that, like, because I don't do a lot of online gaming, so I'd rather have what a slightly improved Wii U for free than have a robust one that I have to pay for. But that's just me. I know I'm in the minority, but I'd rather not have to pay for online, because there's so many other options for me to do.
Well, they don't necessarily have to start charging people, though.
Yeah,
like, the only reason Xbox and Sony do it is because they can get away with it.
Yeah, I think that would be the obvious best case scenario, is they do all that and then it's free. But I'm just hoping that there's a premium and a free option, and the free option still lets you play online just without all the.
If that gives an option, then I'm fine with that.
I think, like, personally, what would make sense, just to kind of because Nintendo likes to protect the kids and whatever. Like, if you want to upgrade to the voice chat package or whatever, you have to be 18.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. I'd be really happy with that. Then you got to listen to the little
you don't have
before their voice cracks.
Not-nosed kids screaming about how they fucked your mom and shit.
I don't care. Like, that's been the issue. Like, there has been a lack of options with a whole bunch of stuff with the Wii U that got a lot of people
that's
to
what I want to
get
see,
pissed
though.
off.
Like, we gotta see.
As long as they improve, as long as they enhance the online, give us some kind of option to basically have voice chat or not have voice chat or whatever, man. That's what we wanted.
Like,
the Wii U
the
lacked a lot
idea
of it.
of the console, although it is simple, like in reality, it's just a tablet with some controllers on the side. But like just the fact that it's Nintendo doing it and like they are so good at mobile games, like handheld games, they're the only ones who could get away with a console like this. And I think this makes perfect sense for them merging their divisions and shit. I think this is something they should have done a long time ago.
Of course they could get away with it because they got a lot of IPs and a lot of third-party support for their handhelds. That's
as long as they're merging the divisions and everyone's working on one device, they could honestly hold a console down on their own this time. No, they couldn't do it this gen with the Wii U because they were split with the 3DS. But like this time they could hold the console down.
If you combine the 3DS lineup with the Wii U lineup with
that's a good lineup. Yeah,
exclusive and third-party exclusives, it would have done.
That would be and that's what they could potentially do this time.
And then they might also I think they'll also try to get some broader appeal too. So
yeah, they're still gonna go after the big stuff like Call of Duty and Grand Theft. Well,
they need to.
Auto, but
Grand Theft Auto, I don't know. I think Rockstar's pulling back.
They're going after the big stuff. Like they're still good with Activision. Like they still get Skylanders, so they have some sort of working relationship.
They might get Crash because I think Crash is coming to all systems.
Crash is actually gonna be multiplayer.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's owned by Activision. It's not owned by Sony anymore.
That's cool.
So they Sinister, you've been quiet, man. What you think, man?
I don't really have much to say because pretty much most of you already nailed it. So that's all I got.
All right, what about you, George? You fix your sound, fix your mic?
Yeah, I did. But I think at the end of the day, in order to attract that 3DS crowd or market, they're gonna have to price this under $300, maybe $250. But
yeah, I'm in the $250.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be $250. But if it's over $300 or $300, then the casual market. I mean, like the people that play tablets, that's going to be kind of out there in the range. Part of the reason why the Wii was so successful was that it was $200. It was very cheap.
It was $250.
It was $250.
Yeah, well, $250. But it had a killer app, which that was Wii Sports. And I think the Switch, if Zelda comes out at launch, that's going to be the killer app for most people. But I truly believe that this cannot be over $300.
There's no reason.
Well, actually, Zelda was the killer app.
Their new tablet today.
I know. Twilight Princess.
Yeah, Twilight Princess sold 3 million within the first 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, because Zelda's a killer app.
Yeah, like the reason why Wii Sports was popular because it was bundled with the Wii. That's why.
Well, the Wii Sports is what sold the Wii. When
it
you
was
see
bundled.
that game, you're like, oh shit, I
it
need
was
that.
Wii Sports.
Yeah, Wii Sports is what sold the Wii, not Zelda.
Wii Sports was the killer app because I think even Wii Sports Resort, the second one, even sold like 18 million units.
No, it's still like 40.
No, it sold a lot more than that.
Something
20
like
or 40.
Yeah, I think it sold like 20. So I think that the Wii Sports was a killer app. I think Zelda's the same thing. But
so that was the thing with what was the Wii U's game that came bundled with it?
Nintendo Land.
Yeah,
that one didn't have the same appeal
because that crowd had left to mobile, man. That's why.
Well, no, the games didn't show you what the Wii U does the way that the Wii one did. You know what I mean? Like when you play that Wii bowling for the first time, you got it, you understood.
Yeah, but we can all agree that casual audiences has left a long time ago to tablets and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Those type of games Nintendo tried to put on the Wii U.
Agree that anytime something sparks them, they'll come back. Because they hopped on Pokemon Go and bought all the transactions.
They bought all of it, man.
All the transactions.
Well, look at we were talking about how well Uncharted 4 sold in a.
Yeah, that's probably the next topic.
And Pokemon is almost at 8 million already in a month.
Yeah. Okay.
That's because that's like the greatest Pokemon game known to man. Competitive is a lot better. It's not super offensive now, so there's a chance for defensive setups to win. Team Skull is actually really colorful as characters. They're goofy, they rap, they smurder dance mid-battle.
I just think if they have that on the Switch with Zelda and Mario all in 2017.
That would be nuts.
I mean, it'd be nice if they could get guys like Jay attracted to the Switch, but I think at least in the first year, I think they're their main goal. This is just mine.
They're trying to win their fan base back.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
See, here's my prediction with Jay, and I know he's heard me say this multiple times, and he's probably gonna get tight when I say this, but Jay has an identity crisis right now.
Jay gonna cuss your ass out, Retro, bro.
Like he knows for a fact he loves third-party games, and he plays third-party games more than anything, but he doesn't want to accept that if he's gonna play third-party games a lot and not exclusives on any console, then he's wasting his money on a console and should just go to PC. Just saying.
Oh.
If you're playing all these third-party games, why pay for online to play all these games when you can just play them on PC? You're getting all the same
I got the
games.
answer. I got the answer because he doesn't pay for it. His fan base does.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Ooh.
And there's another issue with PC. Is you gotta have an Origin account, you gotta have a Steam account, you gotta have Blizzard.
Man, Jay's an OG, man.
I know they're free, but you gotta have a friends list on each one with a console.
That is
Just
a
one
fact.
friends list.
How hard
That's
is it to make friends? If you're good at a game, people will friend you. I have
That's why
friends
it's
everywhere.
It's inconvenient. I don't like that about the PC.
I wish you could merge them.
That would be something if they ever did that.
It is annoying having to like open Origin and have a separate friends list. That's stupid.
Well, put it this way: it's no different from if you had multiple consoles, except you didn't buy multiple consoles.
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah, if you're-
multiple devices though. It's one device.
If you're
No,
playing,
but I mean, if you have multiple consoles, then it'd be two devices. Like you have Xbox and Sony, right?
Yeah, but still.
So you have different friends on different ones, and they're still different accounts.
Yeah, but I expect that because it's two different machines.
and if someone had a PS4 and an Xbox One, then I mean you're not. To me, that seems kind of redundant, but that's kind of a rare. I guess that's probably maybe not rare these days, but to me, like if I know guys that have both, but they do all their multiplayer stuff on the Xbox, or one guy does all his multiplayer on
Right.
PS4, and the rest of the time it's for the exclusive. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of similar, but for me, like I did all my online gaming on my 360 last gen. I didn't even play multiplayer or online games on the PS3, and I just had that one friends list. So, but yeah, in that scenario, I guess if somebody had Xbox One and a PS4, it would be kind of the same.
Basically.
Yeah, like I feel like it's the same no matter what you do. The only difference is you're not paying for the other platform to have it. But it makes sense because they're competition, so they're gonna do that to compete with each other. Because if you can consolidate everything,
It brings the prices down for the games and shit, but like, come on, it is inconvenience.
because it's like if it's
There's
like
no way around it being inconvenient.
Yeah,
like, it's like I know what you mean, but if they consolidated it, everyone would probably just go to Steam, and I think that's what they fear.
That's what I want, though.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Steam sales.
Steam is better.
Like I was thinking of buying Battlefield 1. I was like, man,
Man, that is a
Origin.
gorgeous game,
Then you gotta
dude.
go through Origin.
And then I was like, oh, Overwatch looks interesting. Oh, I gotta sign up for Blizzards. I don't have an account with them now, and it's just, to me it seems small. It's just like it's changing discs out. Like I'm pretty much went all digital for like a year on my Wii U, and it was like, man, I hate changing discs now, and it's such a small thing, but it is.
once you get used to it, it's a pain.
I don't know. It's like I'm on the computer all the time, so to me, it honestly and it's just probably because I'm on the computer a ton. But to me, it just feels like if I was going to another website, because I'm always on different websites all the time. To me, it's like going from Netflix to CokeandPopcorn.com, allegedly, I should say. But,
All right, guys, we still got one more topic to talk about. We kind of went off topic.
Yeah, we
a
got a
lot.
oh yeah, before we jump to the next topic, just know, Jay, I love you, and when you finally admit that you like PC, we'll have your white robe for you in a free game.
Oh, damn. All right, let's go on to our last topic for the day. Let's talk about the Uncharted 4. Sony came out. Y'all know how Sony is. They love to talk about them sales.
Love to brag. That's
They
how
love-
you know the PS headset, VR headset did not do well.
So we didn't hear anything about that, so we know how that turned out. So yeah, anyway, y'all know how y'all know how Sony rolls. They love to brag about themselves, and of course the PS4 sold 53 million, I believe, and Uncharted 4 has sold 8.7 million. That's pretty damn good. So that's basically the best selling Uncharted game in the franchise. Is pretty much expected because just look at.
How many other Uncharted has been bundled though? Because I have a feeling about 2 million of that was in that bundle.
It could have
Bundle,
been.
holiday bundle,
It could have been, but I don't know about the other bundles on Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Because like my PS4 came with Uncharted 4. I had no intention of buying Uncharted 4.
Well,
It's
either
like,
way it go, bundled or not, that's still pretty good because look at Halo 5. It was bundled a lot, you know. And last time we heard about Halo 5, it sold 5 million before before we hit 2016. So that could, I don't know what the sales with that, but you know, Microsoft, they don't like to talk about sales for some reason. But with Sony, they love to brag about sales. And basically, it's if you've been on social media, man, especially if you've been on the Bang Bang community, Alex. Oh my God, these guys they are funny. And it ain't just Bang Bang community. I've been on Twitter, Facebook. I've been everywhere. People Xbox fanboys is so mad. Why are you so mad? Like, what the fuck?
Here's a fun fact, okay? Uncharted 4 sold 8.7 million copies. That is more than Halo 5, Gears of War 4, Forza 3, Recore, and Quantum Break combined.
That's disgusting.
But like, they can only be mad at themselves. Like they want to talk about they want to cheer up.
Exclusive games on the Xbox One couldn't outsell Uncharted 4.
They want to always cheerlead for their little exclusives and stuff, but when the stuff comes out, they don't buy the shit. They be the main ones in this YouTube community talking about how, you know, Xbox is better than PlayStation, you know, their exclusive sucks and all this. But at the end of the day, like when all these developers that made games like Quantum Break and Sunset Overdrive, when they talking about making a sequel for the PlayStation 4, they want to get all pissed off. You know, like, you didn't fucking buy the game. Like, how can you get pissed off? It's all about money, business first. If you ain't giving them enough business, then they're gonna take their business elsewhere. You know, I guess look at Titanfall. Well, I thought Titanfall did well, but I guess it wasn't well enough because they went ahead and put it on PC and PS4. But well,
it was always on PC.
Oh, yeah, sure was. It was on PC. It was on PC.
It was on 360, Xbox One, and PC.
Yeah, you're right about that.
It was $5 on PC after 4 months after it came out.
Okay, something like that. You know, but basically a lot of these guys are so mad. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta hear about this shit. Every time Sony brags about sales, oh my God, like it's a never ending story. And of course, they got their main leader, Mr. You know what. The albino rhino, if you know what I mean. He always gets mad. You know, he's your buddy.
I'm just waiting for the Xbox community to break Spencer's back to the point that he completely merges everything with PC and they just call it Microsoft Elite.
But like, I just don't understand. Like, if they so mad, take that shit up with Phil Spencer. If you want those type of experience that the PS4 owners get, take that shit up to Phil Spencer, man. Like, I kind of see why Wolf kind of went on the other side because he's like tired of it. I saw a comment when I think it was either Greenberg or Phil Spencer. Somebody asked the community what they want.
That tweet just made me sad.
They most of them begged for Black Ops 2 backwards compatibility.
First, like, the dude asked, like, what games do you want to see in 2017? And the whole fucking thread was filled with these mouth-breathing idiots asking for Black Ops 2 backwards compatible.
They want an old game. What
How
the
many
hell?
times can you play that game?
Why don't they want new games?
That was so funny, and that's why I like that's why I like Brendan. Brendan from Brendan is back. Like, he's funny. His stuff is funny. And whenever you show me that video, I'm like, you cannot be this stupid. Like, come on, man. That was so funny. Like, if they asking you what do you want, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, people are always going to be like, well, I want a new game. Or I want a sequel to this. I want a sequel to that. Like, give us new games. But if you want an old game that looks like an old game, then what the hell is your problem?
Buy a 360 and stop ruining the rest of it.
So that's why I kind of like...
That would make sense, Alex. We can't do that.
That's why I kind of backed myself up from the Xbox community. I tried to be cool with a lot of those folks. But yeah, you're right, Alex. They are mouth breathers. I just try to stay neutral, even though a lot of people think the neutral gamers are the worst thing ever.
That shit's still funny.
So basically, yes, I praise Sony for that. That's really good. Bundled or not, you know, Uncharted 4 just came out. It just came out. I think what
March,
was it? March.
April.
Or April. So basically,
that might have bumped to May. Did that bump to May?
It was May. Oh yeah, it was May. So basically,
Was it May?
Let me look.
I think it was a May title. So basically, another three months from now. Is that 3 months to be made?
Yeah, May 10th.
Okay, so basically, another 3 months from now,
Yeah.
Uncharted 4 will been out for a year. It's been out for 9 months, and it's gonna probably be at 10 million copies, probably within another month or two from now. That's really big, really huge. I know a lot of people could look at the fact that the PS4 sold 53 million copies, but the PS3 sold how many? 86 million. Like, look at that. Like, at least
Yeah, 80 plus.
at least they buy their exclusives. I've been hearing this all the time. Well, the ponies don't buy their exclusives, or the Xbox don't buy their exclusives. Man, a lot of y'all don't buy your exclusives. But just looking at the PlayStation 4, actually they are buying their exclusives. It's y'all fault
really,
that we're not getting Sunset
honestly,
Overdrive too.
I would say honestly, Uncharted 4 and Bloodborne's probably the second. I'm hearing an echo there.
Yeah, me too.
Somebody's got his speakers on, but Bloodborne, so what? Almost 2 million, just under 2 million. That's probably the second highest one. So I mean, I think it's great numbers for Uncharted 4. Like, it set records. I know a lot of that's just my feeling about 2 million. I'm guessing is that bundle, which they didn't make any money on, because I bought my PS4 for $213 with Uncharted 4.
Wow.
The new Slim, but even if it was only the 6 million sold at full price, I mean that's definitely good for Sony exclusive standards. That's pretty damn good, and it's a good sign moving forward. I think Horizon will sell well, and God of War and those games, so it's a good building block. A Nintendo fan like myself sees 8 million and kind of chuckles, but with games like New Super Mario Brothers Wii, Mario Kart Wii, selling 30-40 million, and Mario Kart 8 selling 8 million on a 13 million install base, but it's nice that they finally broke kind of free of that stigma that a lot of those first party PS4 games weren't selling. They were barely hitting 1 million.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good sign. I think it's going to continue with the games coming out this year. So
I think Horizon will sell pretty good, really good.
Yeah, and I gotta get out of here because it's 11 o'clock, and I forget.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are Eastern.
And I don't really get into the whole Xbox fans versus Sony fans stuff, so I think it's a good time for me to drop out. I don't follow any of that stuff, but it's been an interesting podcast. I think probably too many people on here to have everybody get a fair say, but
actually, I think 2 people dropped out.
Yeah, it looked like a couple people had to go, so I'm gonna bounce here. But thanks for having me on, and next time, if you're short some people, have me out. I like to keep.
Yeah, no, we don't usually do this many people. Like, basically, I was originally supposed to bring Player Essence on, but I guess he had to do something today. But I'm gonna try to get him on next week. But you have between.
Thanks for having me on, and anytime you want a Nintendo fanboy perspective, let me know.
Oh no, anytime, man. Like I said, I really appreciate you coming back on the show, man. Like, I know it's been a while, but you more than welcome. I told Mr. T, I told Nintendo Ultra, like, y'all more than welcome, man. Like, with the other stuff that y'all, whatever, if we think we got something against each other, I'm just letting you know, right, we don't have nothing against each other. That's why I like talking to y'all guys, because when we talk to y'all, like, it's different. Like, we actually getting along. So that's why I appreciate you coming on. And basically, like, yeah, man, you're more than welcome to come back whenever you got any extra time. So, we don't normally have this many people, so just to let you know. So, whenever you're free, I'll let you know, man, if you want to come back, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I do my own podcast on Mondays. We usually talk for 2.5 hours, so I usually get
promote your podcast, man. I'll leave your channel link in the description below. Y'all guys, y'all subscribe to Terminator Juice. I'm gonna have his channel link in the description below. Yeah, go and advertise yourself before you leave, man.
Yeah, we're I got Mezza on and Rob from Rule of Two. They're significantly bigger YouTubers than myself, but we have a good, and Terrell, the Insane Game Freak. He's the big anime guy. He's got like 12,000 subs, and but we're mostly Nintendo fans, but we do discuss all things gaming, and but we do focus on the Nintendo, because you said unbiased, or not? Yeah, you're unbiased and you're kind of neutral, and we don't shy away from the fact that we're not neutral, but we don't take it that serious. Like
yeah,
almost all of us have PS4s, and 3 of the guys have Xbox Ones on top of Wii U. So I think it's a fun kind of just no drama type of stuff. We usually don't bring up other YouTubers or nothing like that. So if you're looking for some Nintendo centric podcast that's kind of focused on fun and we kind of make fun of ourselves and stuff. I mean, we're not shy about saying we're Nintendo fanboys and stuff like that. So yeah, we do that every Monday on it's called the Juices Loose podcast. So and then this week, next week obviously is going to be super exciting, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just like I was telling some people, like my hype level moved up to 11 today when they announced the Treehouse stuff.
Yeah.
That just means more live gameplay, and I don't like the pre-recorded or the fake on stage demos where it's like 5 minutes of slow walk. And I like to see people playing the game, whether they're they die or whatever. I just like to see that stuff, so I'm super excited. And so yeah, I'll be talking about that for the next 3 months until the Switch launches. And one last thing before I go, I'm gonna put out this bold prediction. I think by holiday 2018, the Switch will be at 30 million sold.
Oh,
so
damn.
I'm gonna leave it at that. And,
that's a big
you guys
bold.
another time.
Damn. Okay,
Yeah.
man. That's a bold
Alright,
prediction.
yeah.
All right, I appreciate you coming on, Terminator Juice. Okay, so it's down to us 6, like 3 people left, and there's still a lot of us. Shit. God damn.
Damn, you have too many fucking people in here.
All right. Yeah, since he say he don't do the fanboy stuff, but with this channel
And we shall do it for him.
Nah, he's pretty cool. So everybody, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. At the end of the podcast, I will have his channel in the link in the description below. Let's go and get back to schedule. We was talking about basically the Xbox fan base was getting all pissed off because of Uncharted 4 sold 8.7 million copies, and I swear to God, Crap Gamers was gonna have a heart attack. So it is what it is, man. They're wild, and they're still doing what fanboys usually do. Y'all know how I feel about fanboys. I hate them. I cannot stand them. They just need to drink bleach and die, or what's that saying Mr. Hunter say? Find the tallest building in their area and just jump off of it. All right, so Alex, what you think about the sales of? Do you think that's absurd? Or do you pretty much expect it?
It sold well.
Yeah, what you think about it? What you think about these fanboys going so rapid?
I think it's crazy. I don't see why they care so much. I get if you cared so much that Sony's selling their games, why don't you go out and buy your Xbox?
But these Xbox guys, they talk about Sony on their channel all the time. They do care.
I know they do, but it's weird because like you shouldn't care. You should be more focused about getting Xbox to get fucking video games instead of worrying about Sony actually selling games. Like it's just crazy to me. I think it's funny though. I think it's sad too that Uncharted 4 sold like 5 Xbox exclusives. That's nuts. That should never happen. What's that noise?
Not me.
Sound like somebody getting text messages.
Oh, okay.
No, I got my phone in my hand. It ain't me.
But yeah, I guess it's just sad. I don't know what else to say really. It's just stupid. I assume Crap Gamer made a video about this. I didn't watch
Of course he did.
Was he crying?
Yes.
See, that's so sad. So much.
I knew this was gonna happen. I think I said in my video today that he was gonna cry about it. That's before he made that video about it, because I believe it was like around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. I made the little 30-minute podcast testing out my little new layout for this stream, and I talked about it, and I knew it was gonna happen. This dude was crying. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if he brought up the fact that it outsold 5 Xbox exclusives, or did he even mention that? I assume he did not.
I don't know.
He's probably saying Sony's lying and that these are fake numbers.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
he's a
That's
clown,
just
man. He's a
funny,
clown. I
man.
hope Super and Fat take him down.
Oh yeah, they made another video today on Fast Channel.
Oh, another one?
Yeah,
Sorry,
another
I watch
one.
that after this.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to them, man. They going all out. They going all out, dude. See, Alex, you live for that drama, man. He said, "Oh, I gotta see, man."
That shit is so funny.
All right, Nick. What you think, man? What you think about the Uncharted 4 says? Is that absurd? You think Sony is lying? You think these fanboys is going crazy? What you think, man? Did you hear it, Nick?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Do you want to know why? Let me let these Xbox guys in on a secret as to why Uncharted sold so much. It's because everybody who wanted to play the game and hyped up the game actually went out
and bought the game. They didn't hype it up and then wait until the last fucking minute decide, for some reason, come up with some bullshit reason, not to buy the game. Which has happened with like every fucking Xbox exclusive. And some third-party games, by the way, that's been coming out. So, something happens that they're offended by it, and they run out. I'm just letting you know I canceled my pre-order and I will no longer be buying this game. And then you can't. And then they sit there with this like shocked look on their face as to why their exclusive game didn't sell as much as a PlayStation exclusive game. It's like you really don't see what you fucking did there. You missed that part. What's wrong with you?
Well, that's fanboys for you. We can't never figure them out.
I can't believe this. Why did this game sell so much? This game is
oh man, just talking about Crap Gamer. Brendan is back. He made another video about it. Talking about Crap Gamer caught lying about the Uncharted 4 sales exposed. Oh my god, this dude is something else, man. If you don't watch Brendan is back, that dude makes some hilarious, very funny content, man. Oh, keep going, Nick. I didn't mean to cut you out. It was just so funny.
But yeah, so yeah, of course the game sold so much because people actually bought it and they stayed committed to buying the game and didn't wait and didn't come up with some bullshit excuse as to why they couldn't buy why they shouldn't buy the game. They didn't go, well, I'm canceling my pre-order because some bullshit reason that I feel like doing this or some crap like that. I don't know. It's just that. So yeah, stop acting so shocked, people, because people actually bought the game instead of like finding excuses not to buy the game. Xbox guys, I'm looking at you. That's it.
All right. What about you, Jay?
What was that? Nintendo Switch predictions? I forgot. What was the topic?
Oh my god, Jay, you hit something else, man. Damn. Nah, we talking about the Uncharted 4 sales. It's so 8.6.
Oh yeah, man, I don't buy into that. Like, it's just like when people got mad that like fucking Quantum Break was exclusive, and Microsoft was bragging about that shit. Like, oh yeah, we got it. I really don't care that Uncharted 4 did all good and everything. I'm proud that they did it. Hopefully, we can get some more indie developers. But the credit doesn't go to Sony, man. It goes to the fucking developers, not the fucking publishers. They're only bragging because they dished out the money to help get the fucking shit out there. But it's the publishers, Naughty Dog, right? That deserve all the fucking bragging, right? Shit. They never made such a passionate game. Sony would never have that credit, which they so desperately fucking need, by the way. They really need that. They burned so many fucking bridges 2016. They need that little fucking credit. So, I don't know. Credit goes to the developers, not the publishers, man. That's how I look at it. And that's like when these dumbass fanboys, when they get upset, like, oh, well, your console sold that much. Dude, the sweat and blood goes to went to the developers, not the fucking publishers, man. A lot of people don't understand how publishers work. They dish out the money to get you out there. But you got to do all the hard work, and you got to meet the deadlines at a tight schedule that the publishers put on the developers. So, like Odu said, I'm not buying into the hype of this shit with console, who sold more. It's all about, really it's all about the developer and the gamers. That's all that fucking matters. So yeah, that's my feedback on it.
Okay, what about you, Jay?
I am Jay.
Oh, I'm looking at Retro Bro. I'm sorry. Y'all look alike. What about you, Retro Bro?
To me, I don't understand the logic of this. I mean, like, if you weren't interested in buying the game, why do you care who buys it? Like, it's childish. Like, if you don't care about the game, then why do you care what other people think or what they're purchasing? You obviously weren't interested in the game, and they're buying what they like, so you should be cool with the fact that they're happy enjoying what they like. It's your problem that you're miserable and you're not enjoying your games. Like, it makes no sense that we literally have a whole community and culture in gaming now that's really legitimately about spiting others, because that's all it's really coming down to. Like, it's stupid.
That's why the gaming communities are fucked up, man.
To some degree, it was almost better in the days when technology was weaker because you cherished the few people that actually enjoyed the same hobby you did. Now it's so oversaturated that there's like these stupid clan wars and ridiculousness. Like I don't understand what's going on anymore. Call me old fashioned, but nothing makes sense to me anymore. That's all I got.
All right, what about you, Mr. George? I guess as George doing, let's go get these questions out, guys. Cause we on the final stretch of this podcast. Let's get these questions out. Go ahead, George.
Well, the difference was in this whole situation is that the PlayStation gamers actually brought their games. Like many of you guys have been saying, when Uncharted 4 was hyped up at E3 a couple years ago, and Sony fans were touting it as, the end of the Uncharted series and possibly the best game in that series. I don't think it is, but people were touting it as that way. They actually backed up what they said and they brought the game. Versus you have games like Quantum Break, Xbox fans were hyping that up. Nobody brought that. You have games like Sunset Overdrive, which was a phenomenal game that didn't sell. It took it like over a year to sell 1 million. Bayonetta 2 sold more in a year than what Sunset Overdrive did. But they were hyping up these games and they didn't go out and buy it, so they didn't back up what they were saying about these games. And that's the difference with the PlayStation games I've noticed in this generation, that usually when they hype up something, like I suppose Horizon will be the same way, the numbers will show it. And that's probably part of the reason why Microsoft hides their numbers, just to be honest.
Probably so. Oh, so that's all you got on that?
Yeah.
Okay, has anybody else got anything to discuss about this little situation? Man, fanboys can always be fanboys, or no, I'm sorry, I got that backwards, I got it wrong. Fuckboys. Fuckboys, I don't like them. That's why if you look at the stream right now, you see Mr. Michael Jordan with that fuckboy hat on. Every time you see that fuckboy hat, there's always some fuckboys to be talked about. So yeah, man, let's get these questions out. And let's see what y'all got for me. Anybody got something for us? Anybody in this podcast got anything to say?
Nope, I think that's it.
That's it. All right. Okay, questions. Let's go. Let's get them.
And when does the Nintendo Switch come out?
We don't know. We just know it's late March.
Date, but I guess the rumored date is March 17th.
But we'll know in 7 days.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I can get Tekken 7 around that time. Shit.
We should know the price and we should know the date, and they should have the pre-order available on the 13th.
Yeah, I hope they market that bitch right. Release a whole bunch of them copies. Shit, don't be releasing a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish y'all best of luck, man. Like I said, I think that first year Nintendo gonna dominate. It's all about that second year, man. Just like a relationship, everything looked good at first.
Yeah. It's like the Wii U. Like, I believe the Wii U in the beginning it sold like 2 million units. I think in its first month. The problem with the Wii U was everything that happened after that 6-month long drought. That's what killed the system. If they would have continued off the momentum off of the 2 million, they could have at least have like 20 million sold by now. But since they did
looks
not
like
do it, and they had that,
it looks like we got a fanboy war going on in the chat, so that's why we ain't got no questions.
I haven't really excited another fanboy.
Oh man, y'all is tripping, man. It's funny. Okay, we got one from EJ. Or a loyal subscriber. Okay, he said, do you think if you have an exclusive, then would you buy? You buy? I guess he's meant to say, would you buy the exclusives?
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think?
Do you think if you have an exclusive, then you have to buy the exclusive?
I'm trying to. What do you mean, EJ? Okay, we got another one from Mr. Greenbow. Greenbow, really appreciate you coming on.
He rephrased it. He said, "Do you think people should buy their exclusives?"
Oh, they should if they want to continuously get supported.
Yeah.
Well, if the game is good, you should. Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Or
Mr.
if they
Greenbolt.
hype
Actually, yeah, I've been seeing you a lot on my podcast. I really appreciate your continued support, Greenbolt. He basically said, "What do you expect for the Switch event for January 12th? Nintendo Switch Treehouse for the 13th." I think the Switch event gonna be mainly like how much the console gonna cost. They're gonna explain to us how it works. They're gonna let us know how the online features are gonna be, and they're gonna announce the games, the third party games, the first party games. And I think the Treehouse is gonna be mainly for a lot of gameplay, a lot of these games that we don't know about. That's basically what I'll say. What do y'all guys think?
Well, I talked
know.
about
I
this
can't help
earlier,
that
I guess. Huh?
Huh?
What?
I can't.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like the PlayStation Pro. If you guys watch the PlayStation Pro event when Sony revealed that console, how it was basically about the price, what's in it somewhat, even though Nintendo won't reveal fully, but they're
Yeah.
gonna talk about, the capabilities, like they might talk about the DNA partnership with the online capabilities of this console. They're going to talk about, they're going to try to explain really what this console is so that they can have a direct message, unlike they had with the Wii U. So that's what I think they're going to do. And then the Treehouse is mostly going to be used for the games like Zelda and like the other games that they're going to announce. But I also think that third parties like Square Enix, Ubisoft, Capcom, I think they're going to show up to their third party titles for that launch window.
Oh, okay. We got a question from Mr. Free to be me. He said, "Are you getting Resident Evil 7? And screw all these fuck boys." That's what he said. Well, he said fanboys. I'm saying fuck boys. Are y'all getting Resident Evil 7? I'm getting Resident Evil 7. I love Resident Evil.
No.
Well, yeah, I know you don't like horror games. So, what about anybody else? Anybody getting Resident Evil 7?
It
Yeah, I'm
depends.
not really a Resident Evil fan.
What? Y'all suck. All right, let's go to the next question. I'm sorry, Mr. Free to be me. We got some fuckboys in this podcast as well. So okay.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm not big on the whole zombie apocalypse thing. I didn't like it back in the day. I don't like The Walking Dead. I hate everything that deals with zombies. That's just
Alright.
And I'm not interested in a VR game that they're trying to push to you as a real game.
Yeah. What's going on, Jarrell? You back? All right. You said, why are they even rebooting the movies? What movies you talking about? Oh, what? Okay, we got one from Mr. MLG Red Duke Panda. What will be the hidden feature of the Switch? I would say streaming, because I think there's a possibility.
I expect this thing to have shadow play. I expect it to do.
You think
it,
so?
Or some version of it.
They need to get up on the streaming, because everybody's using on the PlayStation and the Xbox, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. Everybody's using. They need to have that.
That actually makes a lot of sense because Shadow Play is only really like a PC thing now, so it would be a surprise to a lot of console gamers, and they would enjoy it a lot thoroughly, especially if they don't already have PlayStations, since the PlayStation has the share thing.
Yeah. All right, we got one from
we
Lee.
know it has a share button, so
Yeah, it
It's
looks like
gonna
it
be
has
interesting
one.
to see
So it wouldn't make
exactly
sense.
what that-
Unless that share button only for Nintendo's exclusive. I hope not.
that would be stupid.
That would be pretty much retarded. Okay, we got a question from Link, the legendary hero. What do you think Beyond Good and Evil being exclusive for 12 months? What do y'all guys think?
Huh?
He said, what do you think Beyond Good and Evil being exclusive for 12 months?
That's dumb. It should be a real exclusive or a multiplat.
Yeah, they taking that Microsoft approach, man. I
Yeah,
hate
it's
time
like
exclusives,
Rise of
man.
the
Yeah,
Tomb Raider.
they're doing the exact same thing as
I hate
Rise
it.
of the Tomb Raider. Anyone who shat on Rise of the Tomb Raider for doing that and is accepting of this, you should just stop talking to people.
Of course, I never played Beyond Good and Evil, but since it's gonna go to the Switch first, then obviously I'm gonna play it on there first. I'm not gonna be one of those weirdos be like, oh, I'm gonna wait 12 months until it comes on my platform of choice, man. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna play it whenever it's ready. I ain't that. Okay, we got a question from Jumpman. What y'all think about Sony's handhelds? They make pretty good handhelds. It's just they just dropped the ball on the Vita. The Vita was a hell of a system. It's just
Vita's hardware was nice.
I think like from my personal perspective, I think the biggest issue with the Vita personally is it probably doesn't feel as easy to play as say like a 3DS or Nintendo lines. Like they had a lot of their games that use a lot of the controls and mechanics that you would use for a console game, and those controls just don't feel comfortable on a handheld, and that causes a problem. Now, if you don't use a handheld, you wouldn't understand exactly what I mean, but for those of you that do have handhelds, you know for 3DS, it was really cool and we were excited that Smash 4 came out on 3DS. But how impossible did it feel to play that game on 3DS?
Yeah, the game runs like shit, and the joysticks aren't really good for it.
Nope.
Exactly. And that's
Yep.
a lot of the problems you have with the Vita. You have all your favorite PlayStation games on there with the same exact button sequence, and it just doesn't work well for such small controls.
Okay, we got a
We
lot of
need simple
questions.
games for our small devices.
We got a lot of questions. Okay, we got another from Greenbow. Do you think the Nintendo Switch will, I guess, support VR? What y'all think?
It's capable of it because the X1 chip can do VR.
I think
So
they
that
said
might be
they
something they're
are
preparing
interested,
for.
but they want to see about the market first before they even dip into it. They want
They
to wait
said
and
they
see.
want to wait until VR
Yeah.
becomes affordable enough.
Yeah. So I
But I
will.
think the Switch will be capable of it. So
It-
if they want to do VR, they won't be like stuck.
I honestly
later.
think if they wind up doing VR, then you know how we say that the Switch is future proof ready. Like
Yeah.
basically, if they wind up getting another iteration of it, basically we keep the dock, but we get another tablet, a much powerful tablet. I think that's going to be the tablet that actually supports VR. That's what I'm thinking. That might be another 2-3 more years from now. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I like that idea that they might actually do that. Like every couple of years, you can just upgrade the tablet portion.
So I think
And they keep all the
yeah.
accessories.
I think
That
they
would
could
be
do it
very
both
cool.
ways. I think they could do it both ways. They can do it with the tablet. I think they could do it with the dock because you know I think we've all heard like a couple months ago how they had the rumors or whatever of those computing
The
devices.
supplemental computing
Yeah,
devices.
yeah. Possibly down the line, Nintendo would have like a new dock or some attachment that would attach that would boost up the processing power of the system. So I think it's quite possible.
The
But
only thing with that though is that would only affect it in dock mode. Whereas if you actually replace the tablet itself, you'd be powering it on the go as well.
yeah, but I think if they do that, you don't like say if Nintendo gets the casual market. I don't think they would be willing to buy a extra $200 device for that. So I think maybe that experience would be more catered towards the home versus
Well,
on the
that's
go.
3DS fans are already used to that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know like if you buy Nintendo handhelds, you're used to upgrading every 2 to 3 years with the new 3DS and the DSi and the XL. So you're used to that, but I'm just saying that I just think that if they would add more processing power, that would be kind of more catered towards, the home market.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, like these are the same kind of retards that line up every year for the new iPhone.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And then here's the other thing you have to look at, and we're looking at this again from a spec perspective. Increasing GPU, increasing CPU takes a lot of power. Being that this is handheld, you're not going to have as strong a battery of, say, a laptop or, say, a console.
Yeah.
So if you want to make the battery life long, you have to make some of that stuff weaker. Keep in mind, 3 hours is a reasonable amount of power right now, and people are already
Yeah.
crying about it. So do you want to give it more power so it's an hour or less so people have more to complain about?
that's the only
And,
big
and
concern.
that's why I was saying that why this computing device, if it was possible, it would be more toward at the dock, like some new dock that you would dock in to boost the processing power. That's why I said they would be towards that. But also, I think this device possibly uses USB-C, which we all know that
Yeah, it does.
charges devices like
Really quickly.
quick. Yeah. So I think like people complaining that it's gonna be 3 hours. Me personally, I think it's gonna be like 4 hours. And then if you add the capability of USB-C, you can get an extra life or two, 30 minutes. So I think that it's like this system is fully customized. Unlike the Wii U, you can do multiple things. You're not limited, and that's why I think that this is the special capability of the Switch. It's not just one thing. You're not stuck at only using this at home. You can use it whatever way you want it to. I think that's a special ability.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. We got a lot of questions. Let's go and get to the rest of these questions so we going to end this podcast. I didn't forget you, was it Jule Lee B? I didn't forget you. I know, I see you. I got a lot of people I got to get to. He basically said, what lunch games will you get? I guess he's saying for the Switch. We don't know what games that's going to be at lunch. The games that's rumored to be coming to the Switch at lunch is probably Mario or Zelda, the Mario crossover with Rabbids. I just don't know. Like,
I'm very curious about that Rabbids Mario crossover game. I want to see what it's like.
I really can't answer that until we get the presentation. That's the best answer I can give you. Because we still don't know what's going to be at lunch. He said,
Told by a GameStop employee that the Switch pre-orders will be right after the reveal. That's what I'm thinking too.
Let me see.
Announce it at the reveal.
Here's another one here from Mr. Free to Be Me One. What do you think about the games this gen? To me, the gameplay feels the same, just better graphics. We still can't go in every building in most of these games. With all the power, we still have limits. Yep. Well, I would have to say, for the most part, you're absolutely correct. Because if you're not a Nintendo gamer, you're not a PC gamer, you don't play cell phone games, or you don't play like a 3DS, that's more or less the case. And why? Because they've been spamming remasters for what, almost 3 years now?
Because that's what the people want, sadly.
Yep.
Also, I think Matt Pat put it best. He said nobody really wants innovation. They say they do, but people don't really like change. They'll say they like change, and the minute you make change, complain.
Yep.
And this generation has proved that to be true.
Okay, we got a question from Jule Lee B.
So many remastered that they remastered the goddamn consoles.
They made remasters for the 1-year-old games. Like, really?
Yep. Those are just called ports. Those aren't even remasters.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, he said, do you think VR will be announced next week or at E3? I don't think it's gonna be announced anytime soon. I would say if Nintendo plan on gonna, I say at least 2 to 3 years.
It's not gonna be at the January 12th thing because that thing is Switch focused.
Yeah, no VR. I fucking hate VR. Okay, we got a question from Dev Bird 1. ActivesiN, when are you going to start the Sega success? Fuck you, motherfucker.
Hey, man, like I told them already.
You know, you see, if I would have read that question all the way through, I wouldn't even read that. Motherfucker. Oh, all these people trolling my ass. Whatever, man. Oh, shut up. Okay, any more?
We'll get an exclusive Reggie amiibo for the Switch. We can only hope.
Question: do you think Garuda Legends was born retarded with Sony's sticker picture? Oh shit, man! Y'all is wilding in this chat, man. Y'all is wilding, guys.
Crap Gamer was talking shit about Real in a podcast, apparently.
Y'all is wilding, dude.
How did the beef start?
There is no beef.
Makes like 100 videos about Crap Gamer.
Who? I don't make 100 videos about Crap Game. I only made 2 of them. That was it. One was crap and the other was crap and mooch.
Every thumbnail.
Yeah, he be in the thumbnail. I just be making fun, but I wasn't talking about him.
See, I heard a different story that was completely off air. I heard rumor that one day they met approximately at Taco Bell, and Real said, "Where's the beef?" and smacked the taco out of his hand and said, "Not in your hand, nigga."
All right, let's.
I heard from Fat Gamer that Crap Gamer is a fat, bedridden piece of shit and he can't even leave his house.
Oh damn, man, y'all mean.
That's what Fat Gamer said.
Let me say this before we end the podcast.
Talk about this man.
He does. Let's take a couple more questions, guys. Okay, yeah. Old Dirty, he said, sorry, guys, had the important phone call to answer. No, that's okay, Dirty. It's okay. You're more than welcome. Come back anytime you want. Okay, somebody, Link the Legendary Hero, what do you think of the Mario X Rabbids RPG for the Switch? I want to know more about it because a lot of Nintendo fans.
I'm actually genuinely curious about that.
Yeah, I am curious because if they can have that same kind of style as the 1,000-Year Door or the Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo, if they kind of go back into that
like,
formula.
Would the Rabbids just replace the Toads?
I heard it might play like Fire Emblem.
Crazy.
I am interested.
Who's making it though? Ubisoft or Nintendo?
That's a good question. We don't know. But Ubisoft they're known for open world games. So
Speaking of that. Wasn't it who made that game Devil's Third?
I forgot.
Valhalla Studios.
Yeah.
Remember when you guys remember that big old commotion like Devil's Third when people were complaining about it? I forgot what the headliner was.
Because the game's dog shit.
I don't know, but what I do know is there is an old saying in the gaming community that states that if it's made by Ubisoft, then the game won't go hard. Just saying.
Yo, they're finna close down the server for Devil's Third.
Yeah, they closed it officially now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious when there's a big old commotion about this shit.
Nobody plays that game.
I guess that will do for the questions for this week. I guess we about to hit almost we over 2 hours right now because I think we started around 8:10 my time. It's like 10:30 my time. So yeah, basically it was a good podcast, man. Had another special guest tonight. We had a really big crowd tonight. Usually be like about 6 or maybe 7 of us. We had like 9. I think 8 or 9 of us today.
Right now we're at the normal number.
Yeah, but well, technically people still say we got too many with 6. But no, we still be going fast with just 6 of us. But yeah, man, it was a good podcast tonight. You know, still doing me. You know, still trying to talk. You know, keep it real. Keep it unbiased. I will say keep it clean, but I never keep it clean on this damn channel. But
how can you be keeping it clean when all you talk about is crap? Oh.
That was a good one. It was kind of cheesy, but it was good. But but yeah, man, it was a hell of a podcast tonight. We talked about some good topics. Talked about the Switch predictions. Talked about the PS4 compared to the Xbox One exclusives for 2017. And of course, we got next week, another week from now, 7 days from now, we got the presentation. I'm really excited. And the day after that, got the treehouse and all that. So I'm really excited about the Switch. I'm really excited about the games that we're gonna have this year. They're gonna have a lot of exclusives. So y'all make sure y'all get them pre-orders on the 13th, because that's when GameStop supposed to be doing it. Don't be surprised if it's a long ass line, just a fucking pre-order. I'm just being honest, you know. But yeah, man, we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna end it right here, and basically, yeah. Alex, since you basically brought your, I won't say didn't send no more. You got another podcast. Explain to the group about your podcast so we can send them to your channel.
Yeah. Okay. So every Tuesday we have a show called Team Red Talks Nintendo. It is a Nintendo-centric podcast. It's supposed to be me, Nia, and Kuuppon. We're gonna try and maybe get one guest a week. And yeah, we just talk about Nintendo, what's going on in the week of Nintendo that week. And I think next Tuesday will be a good one because we're going to do the Switch reveal predictions. And then next Thursday, I don't know how we're handling it, but we're going to try and live stream the Switch event.
I need to come to your podcast so I can make my move on Kuuppon.
Ooh.
And the funny thing is, she would probably be pissed if she heard that, but I'm pretty sure she's not watching, so you're
Bro,
good.
she's going to rip your dick off.
I hope she don't tell me up, bro. I got love.
Well, Jay likes it hard. He likes it rough, so you never know, man. That probably turns him on.
Always.
I like the boot to the ass, bro.
Oh damn.
All right, that's too much.
Make sure to
That's too much for me.
out on the Tuesday. So sub to my channel because we stream it from there. And yeah, it's a good time. It's always fun. There's no fuckboy talk like this, but if you like Nintendo, we go pretty hard on Nintendo that day.
No, don't lie. You be talking about fuckboys on your channel. Don't act like you clean, motherfucker. But yeah, anyway, yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Alex's channel. His channel is in my link in the description below. ActivesiNGaming, or is it ActivesiN?
Oh yeah, one more thing.
It's just ActivesiN.
One more thing. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's podcast is brought to you by Dream Trips. With our membership, you shop online, get discounts, and get points towards the trip of your dreams of your come true.
What is up with you and this sponsored stuff, man? What the fuck, man?
No. I got one more thing. I noticed that the gaming is so dead with news. I even see IGN just trying to get all kind of dumbass videos out there. Anything but gaming is what they're doing.
Nothing to talk about other than rumors.
rumors. They're talking about cars. They're talking about fucking TVs.
Ooh, speaking about rumors.
Everything else,
Oh,
we're
you
talking
know
about
what?
fucking gaming.
You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about this. Since you brought up rumors, Alex, what you told me about Twitter today. Yeah, we were talking about the off air, man. I saw what you was talking about. Oh man, it got kind of bad. It was funny, dude. But we were talking about that in private. I want people to I don't want no mess get started. But anybody else doing anything on their channels? Nick, Jay.
I just been live streaming just because that's all about, just showing people, man. Even though there's a lot of crazy shit going on, it's all about the game.
Right now, right?
Oh, okay. What about you, George? You doing anything on your channel? You coming back to YouTube?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna be, of course, I'm a Nintendo-centric channel. I'm gonna start doing more daily content. That's my plan, and especially next week, just leading up to the whole January 12th event of the Switch. That's I'm hyped. So hopefully we can get the prize, get all the information, the games, and especially pre-order it as soon as it is available. That's my plan.
Oh, okay, cool. Nick, you there? You do anything?
Yeah, can I hold on? Can I talk this time? I'll say something. I got interrupted.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just trying to keep a little bit more constant content on my channel. I realized that most of 2016 I didn't really do shit, so I'm trying to just add a little more to that. So try to do a bit more ranting and stuff like that. So just trying to.
2017.
Nick, I loved your video.
Which one?
I loved your video with the Capcom, when you telling people not to get fucking hyped because how Capcom had fucked them with the Marvel vs. Capcom.
People are starting to get mad.
That was so good, man. That was so good. You did good.
One of my favorite comments on that one is like the guy's going, well, yeah, you're right, but you shouldn't complain because what good is that going to do? I'm like, it's worth a fucking shot.
What the hell? Who said that shit?
People don't know how to exercise their rights with their money.
That's what happens
Like,
when you embrace being a peasant.
But you should be quiet. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What?
Don't say anything because then they might just cancel the whole game.
You reminded me how Capcom did do a swift fuck over their fans on that one. That was excellent, dude. That probably also what hurt them with the Street Fighter 5. They didn't learn their lesson.
Clearly absolutely terrible with all their games lately. I mean, what is it?
What have they brought out recently outside of Monster Hunter puts confidence in that company?
Yeah.
The real ending for not Monster Hunter, I'm gonna say the real ending for Dead Rising 4 is DLC.
You know what? Crazy. Like all those people that are ready for Injustice 2 are so fucking stupid to buy that game on day one. If you didn't learn your lesson from the first one, oh man, NetherRealm is gonna fuck you good.
I don't know if
a lot of these dudes just cannot be helped at this point. They're just
the YouTuber event status, but I think he said it perfectly about when people got excited for the Marvel Capcom game because a lot of people they got into Marvel Capcom 3 and it was like a piss easy game to play, and then they thought, oh, I'm good at fighting games now, so I'm gonna go to other fighting games, and they just got their fucking ass kicked.
All they had to do was play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for that to happen to them.
Yeah. So, they got destroyed, so now I think, oh, good. Marvel vs. Capcom, a easy fighting game so I can be good at fighting games again. Or something like that. They're excited that they get to fake being good at fighting games again.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here, guys.
Was considered a respectable fighting game and Smash Brothers to be less competitive. That's no longer true.
All right, let's get out of here, guys, because, it's been about 2.5 hours, so this was an extended podcast today. But, it was a good podcast. Like I said, I'm going to have everybody's channels in the link in the description below. Team Everything, Terminator Juice, Old Dirty, all our channel. I know Alex, Nick, Retro, Jay, all y'all channels, always, yours always in my description below. So everybody that was here in this podcast, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to their channels. And y'all make sure y'all support them. Like I say, support my boy Alex, man. He's back doing his podcast every Tuesday. So the same people that be coming here, I'll be having 30 on average or 35, average here every week, and sometimes 40. Like I would like to see that on his channel as well. So y'all make sure y'all go support him, man. Support everybody else that's in this chat. So like I said, it was a good podcast. Really appreciate everybody's support. You make sure you come back next week. for the Real Talk with the Real Gamer, and I believe next Thursday is the day of the Switch presentation. So it's going to be a really special podcast. I'm not sure if I want to do it a little earlier, or I'm not sure if I want to do it Wednesday. I will let y'all guys know.
I think for your time, I think it's like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so maybe I have time to do it. You know, I might do it just to get the same people to come back to the stream. So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all come back to Real Talk with the Real Gamer next Thursday. As far as me doing Q&As, I might just do another tomorrow, man. I got a lot to talk to y'all about, and I'm really enjoying talking to y'all one-on-one. So I got a lot of content for y'all on this channel. Just make sure you keep update with me. You make sure you subscribe. You make sure you follow me on Google Plus and Twitter, because I'm always active on that. And you make sure, like I said, you make sure you subscribe to everybody. And I guess after that, let's go and get to our outro. Let's start with you, Alex.
All right, what's going on, people? ActivesiN here, and yeah, this was a little longer than usual because we had a lot of people, but this is a good cast. And yeah, make sure to check us out on Tuesday for Team Red Talks Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm looking at this chat, man. They is still wilding out. They talking about you need boot his ass. What the hell's going on in that chat? Y'all is funny.
It became a Twitter feed real quick.